you. 5, 4. Huh? Yeah,
This feels like iCarly.
It is. This is iQuani.
Random dancing. iQuani? Can you please name it
5,
that?
4, 3, 2, 1. My boy, he produced it. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
You know, it's good. If you don't like it,
No, I do like it. If I didn't like it, I would tell you.
all right. Here we go.
Now that the intro's over.
Here we go. The first episode of Tune In Talks. That's the name.
iQuani.
It was iQuani earlier. We had we had some back and forth. Wasn't really sure what to go with. We went for Tune In Talks, though, because Carly might get mad. And
She'll be all right.
That's the last thing I want.
She'll be all right.
Me and Miranda, we go way back. Me and Miranda go way back.
Okay, Chief Keef. Relax.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, I remember he did that, right? He did, like, a weird thing. Well, it wasn't weird because at his time, they were at, like...
Was that real? I always thought it was Photoshopped. All of it. Did they actually know each other? I thought it was Photoshopped.
They tricked me, all right.
I was not about to be tricked.
Damn. Okay. Well, my name is Juan Tunin. You know, I'm an artist and audio engineer, and I guess I do podcasts now, right?
Wow, crazy.
I guess. That's what I do. And, you know, when I was doing this, I was like, what am I going to talk about? I'm not smart.
Period.
Not smart at all.
Just kidding. You're totally smart.
You think so?
Yeah, I do think so.
We barely talked. It's been years since.
Okay, but like, look at like electronics. You're smart.
This is Google. Google literally teaches you everything. How to do. I can teach you this by the end of the day. I will teach you how to do all this, so you can do this for you.
And I'll simply not do it.
You won't. There we go. Because you got your phone. Why do it?
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Because now you interrupted my whole flow. I had a flow. I had a dream.
You planned for this? Were you rehearsing in the mirror earlier?
I wasn't rehearsing in the mirror, but what I do is, if you ask anyone, what I'll do is I'll get up and just walk. I'll walk around.
You just pace?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's like anxiety. I don't know what it is. But, so what I'll do is, I'll get up pace and I'll be like, that's what I'm going to say. Or this is how I'm going to start it. This is how I'm going to do it. And you have so far fucked that up.
Well, because you should never plan for that. It's never good when you do that.
So now you're being selfish.
Absolutely. This is my moment.
This is your moment. Speaking of you.
Speaking of me.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
We have right now in this very house, in this very basement, we have the one and only Caroline.
Wow.
You want me to drop the last name?
Yeah.
Caroline Driggers!
Wow, she's so sexy.
What I'll try to do is I'll look for some applauses. I'll put those in there.
Please do.
I will.
Make sure they sound real, too.
What if they don't?
Not no iCarly shit.
That's fucked up. Those were pretty good. You're lying.
They were not.
They were all right.
That was so studio audience of them.
That's the goal. I want studio audience. Now,
love.
My cat isn't even here at that.
She didn't even show up.
She didn't even show up and I was talking to her this morning. I was like, DB, I got something big planned out, and you have to be here. She didn't show up.
That's even double fucked up because, I'm there for her, too.
You're there for her, too, in many ways, more than anyone would know. And
you made it weird.
I did.
We'll just let them guess what that means.
Yeah, we'll definitely let them guess. And so, real quick, just to introduce you, because, now they know your name. They don't know. It's like, who is this girl?
I want to be, mysterious and sexy.
So should I not?
No, I'm just kidding. It's a meme. You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Please explain this meme, because...
No, it's just a meme about being mysterious and sexy. That's it. That's the entire joke.
Wow. That from where I was before to where I am now, I definitely feel like I'm learning.
You're learning.
So
go ahead.
Let's skip the mysterious for now. We'll
work
on that another episode.
We'll circle back to that.
We'll do that. I mean, hey, this isn't the only time you'll come on. Let's say we'll do the mysterious thing another time. But for now, we'll tell them what you do.
Tell them everything about me.
Everything. So Caroline actually does her own podcast. It's called I Needed to Hear That.
You paused and I said, no, he doesn't know. You're like,
oh, shit. He doesn't know me. No, girl, I have watched a couple episodes. I'm not going to lie to you and say I've watched every single one of them.
Well, that's fine.
I've watched a couple.
I don't think my mom's listens to every single one.
You think she saw the one that you guys did together?
Yeah, she did. No, she didn't. She's too self-conscious for that.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not listening to myself. Like, fuck that. To be honest, if I didn't have to edit everything, I wouldn't watch them.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's like
I hardly edit mine.
Oh, because you just go right in.
Yeah. Because everything that comes out of my mouth is just good.
It's me. Oh, see, you're getting cocky.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. You might overtake this one. And this is my first one. I'm scared.
I'll get you the views, boo.
Thank you. That's what I wanted, to be honest. So I guess like I said earlier, we had a little chit-chat.
A chit-tat?
A little chit-tat, a little repartee. What's that? Something. We had a little back and forth, me and Caroline. We were talking and walking. I was walking. She was sitting most of the time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you the first thing that just naturally came to my head, like what made you want to do this?
Well, I don't have a profound story to tell you, but I will tell you how it came about.
Okay.
When I was in college, I had a friend named Molly.
It's like last week. Your college like last week?
Exactly. Like no. When I was in college, like currently.
Okay. So last week's class.
No. So when I still lived in Richmond. So now we're talking like a year and a half ago.
So you lived in Richmond?
Yeah, I lived in Richmond.
Oh my gosh.
I went to VCU. It was awful. Don't recommend. Don't go there.
Don't go there. Heard it here.
I had a friend named Molly. She's pretty much the only friend that I made in Richmond that I didn't already know from back home. Mm-hmm. And she used to tell me all the time that I should start a podcast because I would always bring her around all my different friend groups. And she was like, dude, like, how do you know these people? Yeah. Like, literally, how do you know these people? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, I'm a lot of different people in one person. I can get along with, like, any type of person. So she would always say, we should start a podcast because you would probably have, like, so many different people that would bring, like, different unique perspectives about
different
things.
Vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, my God, like, that's such a good idea. And then I would always talk about it and, like, I would just bring it up like every couple months. It would resurface. And then I was talking to my mom and I was like, oh, do you remember that podcast idea? And she basically was like, you always talk about that, but you don't do it. And I was like, Kathy, first of all, shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth, Mom.
Shut your mouth, Mom.
I don't need to hear that.
And then the next day I recorded a podcast and the day after that I released it.
And was that the one you did with Mama?
Yes.
With Mama Bird?
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it was just like, I mean, with just like all things, like just actually doing it was the hardest part. And now it's like smooth sailing.
Oh my God.
But just actually starting it, I mean, that idea is like 3 years old. And then it just took one night of someone being like, well, why don't you?
Do
and I was like, word.
Just do it, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, and then just, you do it. That's a crazy, one thing I did want to say to you, and I say this to like anyone that just like I see they just go against the grain, is that you even started the podcast, because a lot of people, and I've seen this a lot recently, is a lot of people will talk about, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, X, Y, and Z. But it's I always tell even like the artists I work with now, like it's that one step that separates you from someone else,
Wow.
You went from, I know, you can cry. Please. You went from like literally just a part of the group with everyone else that's saying, I want to do this, or I want to do that, or, I want to do this. And you actually said, you know what? That shit, I'm doing it.
I'm going to do it.
I'm doing it.
And I did.
And you did it. And not only that, you're coming out pretty consistently. What, you're on 5?
Yeah, I'm on 5.
I'm good. Yeah, I researched.
Wow.
I did.
He did his homework.
I tried. So 5 episodes, and like I said before, is I had just questions already.
Right.
And right now you're the big sis in the podcast game. I'm just a little guppy right now. This is my first episode.
Oh, baby.
You're 5 in. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Right.
You're 5 in.
That's like 5 years in the P game.
That's Yeah, you got a bunch of pee over me, you know? So you're definitely up there. And I guess like one thing I've always had a problem with, even like now that, I do my live in the basements and everything,
Mm-hmm.
is I'll have artists that will come up to me and they'll ask to be a part of it.
Oh.
They'll ask to, and it's hard for me, and I had to do this once already, is tell a guy like sort of no, or at least no for now. And it really like I could tell it kind of hit him a certain way, and I didn't want to come off like to be that guy like you can't be a part of my joint, I didn't want to be that guy because um I've never been that type of person that just focuses on your popularity. To me, it's the craft, it's the art, So
Mm-hmm.
how do you go by? Because I'm assuming that's what's happening to you right now. Now that you got 5 episodes popping, not only do you have like people that mean a lot in your life, but you also have people that um, are a part of our community here. Just the regular Twitter community and everything. So how do you go about and
Family.
yeah, family.
The
Ohana.
Twitter family.
You have Ohana. You have Twitter Ohana with you. And I guess I'm asking you is how do you go about with if someone says, "Hey, I'd like to be on your podcast." Because for me, I was like, "Hey, be on mine." So
yeah, right.
don't put me in that group.
Oh no, I would.
Because I asked you to be on.
I would never to your face.
Thank you. And that's why I respect you.
Well, I have quite a few friends who have done the whole like when someone makes a joke but they're like totally not joking.
Funny if we were on that?
No, they'll be like, I was listening and I was like, oh my god, what if she could put me on the podcast? Ha ha ha. And I was like,
said this just like that, right?
I said, is there something you're trying to ask me? But honestly, in my opinion, P-pinion.
That was good. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you. That was just right off the brain.
And I knew.
I don't want to say no to anybody.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, with like your music and stuff, it's different because then you're focusing on like a specific skill set.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I love about podcasts. It's not that I don't want to hurt them. I just don't think that there's anybody on this planet who probably has nothing to offer.
Right.
Or, I like to believe that.
Okay, yeah.
And no, honestly, sometimes like my worst fear is like starting a recording and then realizing like this is going nowhere. Which like can happen. And then luckily that hasn't happened to me.
Yeah.
But it's like then where do you go? Because now you have this like boring episode. And how do you tell this person, hey, I can't post this because you're embarrassing?
We're not doing this. So when the crazy thing is when you first got here, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Happens every time.
This is so awkward. Like this is never gonna work.
Really thought I was being awkward?
Yeah. Even
is it because I grabbed the bottle?
About a couple of minutes ago, I was like, this is working.
Right.
No, I think we're doing great. You think we're doing great?
Yeah, I think we're doing fine.
I think we're doing great.
I'm comfortable. Are you comfortable?
I'm uncomfortable.
This is a homie checkpoint.
I'm uncomfortable.
You said I'm sweating right now.
I am sweating. This is the worst thing I've ever done in my life. To be honest, though, I was really nervous to like coming up to this because I was like...
That never shakes, though. It's always like that. I mean, I just did my 5th. First of all, I recorded 7, but I released 5.
Wow.
So I have...
So a little inside... Okay.
I have 7 under my belt, and every time you're nervous, and it's the weirdest feeling because, like, the most nervous I've been is with my sister, who like I feel extremely comfortable with 24/7. Like we have a good relationship, but when it came down to sitting down and talking about like real shit, I was like, and then, but yeah, so like you just never know. But I don't think it ever shakes because
it's just life.
You just know that. We're used to just saying things, and then like you said it, and then it's gone. You know. Yeah. But with a podcast, like you said it, and then like it's there. I gotta
listen to this shit later. You know.
And anybody can listen to it.
That's how I act.
When I left the house, my mom said, "Say good stuff."
Don't be yourself.
I was like, I won't embarrass you too bad. Yeah. Oh already called her self-conscious.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Well, I know you love animals, and I have just started following this page on Twitter called Cats with Jobs, and it's just random pictures of cats doing jobs. Yeah. So I wanted to show you this one right here, and this is
what a good boy.
A cat mechanic, a cat canic.
I could do everything he does. I just want to let that be known.
You think so?
Oh, I know. So I put air in my tires yesterday. I'll have you know.
Whoa, really? All of them?
All of them. All 4.
Oh shit!
All 4.
Damn. Well, you beat me because I have a flat tire as we speak.
I have a thing in my trunk for that. Oh that sounds really shady.
But She's got a thing in her trunk. All right. Love to hear that.
Every man wants a girl with things in her trunk.
Exactly.
You know?
So like, what was? Let's say if you wouldn't be. Wait, did we even get an answer from what the last thing? So you just.
How do you say no? You don't.
You don't. So what do you say? Like you be like later. Like
yeah, I pretty much just say like I'll get around to it.
I've been using that one lately. I've been using the whole.
Yeah, but do you mean it?
I don't.
That's fair.
Well, to be honest, it's like you said, it's a little different when you're doing music, and
that's a specific skill set that not everybody has. Yeah. And that's just the truth of
it. And it sucks to say, but like I'll be trying to decide who I want to do one of those live Jones. And to me, it's all about, do I like your music? Do other people like your music? And can you perform? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm looking for. Those 3 skill sets. And if I am impressed, I'm not going to say I'm the best artist. I suck. I'll be honest. Sometimes I think terrible about my music, but I honestly.
We can talk about it.
We'll talk about it a little later because I cry.
Not on camera.
Thank you. I needed that. And that's why I got you on here too, because I said, this isn't going to be just a podcast. This is going to be like free therapy.
Oh, so you're using me.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
I probably deserve
We're using each other.
Okay.
In a way.
Explain to me again how you're useful to me.
Well, that bottle. Speaking of which, oh my gosh.
Careful, there's no cap on it.
No cap.
No cap.
So I was at the ABC store and I went in there and there was a guy while I was walking up. We're outside. He got out of his car. His car was a little in front of me, but I had a bigger pace. Faster pace.
Of course. You have to assert your dominance.
Well, that's not what it was. See, look, that's not what it was. But he had a quicker pace. So I was kind of trying to no, I had the quicker pace.
Shimmy on up there.
But I noticed in the corner of my eye, he was speeding up. So in that point, we're kind of racing to the door. I real quick opened the door, opened it for him and said, "You're welcome." But what guy...
Did he say thank you?
What?
Did he say thank you? Or did you...
So. No, he said thank you.
Okay, I thought you just said, "You're welcome." No, I was like, Christ.
Yeah, I was... context clues is what I was hoping you'd use. But, yeah.
That's fine. Carry on.
Okay. So I walked in there. Yeah, it was a little race. That was actually kind of fun. But I'm walking in there and I remember, I don't know why, I have weird, really good memory when it comes to certain things. Okay. I remember that you liked vodka. I don't know why.
I mean, that's a bit, unfortunately, it's kind of a big part of my personality.
Is it really? Yeah. That's you're oh my God, the vodka girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was like, I have to find her vodka. So I got effing. I was like, that's a funny name. I'm getting that bottle. And that's the only reason I got it. And you had said you liked Red Bull.
Yeah, I do.
And so
this is the best one. Well, actually, this is the second best one.
Okay, which one's the first best one?
The green one. It's
they didn't have
something
green.
apple.
No, Caroline,
kiwi apple.
No, Caroline, they didn't have
no,
green.
Truthfully, I don't believe you. But it's fine because I do too enjoy the tropical
but they didn't have
variety.
They didn't have it.
That's fine.
I told you I grabbed every color.
Lie for it. That's fine.
No, I'd never do that. So, what do you recommend me? Because I'm about to have some VOD, some Vika.
Are you talking about the red? Okay, first of all, you're an animal. Black Label.
So I was going to bring these up a little later. The Label family is actually my favorite liquor.
That's atrocious.
So that's why I got some Coke.
I don't drink dark. It makes me violent.
Well, I have everything on camera, so I'm not that worried. But
liability.
But let me know what do you think would be best for me to try? Because I'm new to this. I'm new to the vodka.
Okay, if you're drinking vodka,
I hate vodka. So you got to give me something that is literally a good mix for it.
Well, I would have let you try the tropical first.
What are you saying to me?
That would have been the best option, but we're gonna go with second for the second best.
That's the second best? Well, this is the third, didn't you say? Because the green one's the first?
I was making a joke about you being the second best person in the room. I was hoping that the context clues...
That's mean. Listen, Caroline, I'll stop this right now.
That's fine.
If you're
this is actually probably going to be very confusing for a lot of people because on my podcast, I'm so wholesome. And on here, I'm just being an asshole.
I really wanted to like ask you about, not expose you, but sort of ask you about like just like certain nuances about like having a podcast. Because it's 5, you're kind of, that's a month.
I have a persona.
That's a month. You're out there now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the thing is, you went from just a girl on Twitter to someone with like a platform, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
because a lot of people, regardless of
the terrifying. Thank you for reminding me.
Of course. the amount of the people out there that have, let's say 20K followers, but aren't doing anything with it. They just have a Twitter.
Right.
They're just tweeting. They're just hot, or they're just this and that.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. You actually have she has a platform. Let's be honest. She's crazy. Oh my gosh.
And I resent everyone who gave her that platform.
They'll pay her to do anything.
I need that.
That's what we need. That's what we need. That's what I'm gonna get to the point where
like Rob Dyrdek type of rich. Fantasy Factory?
Where's he at?
I don't know, but don't we love that for him?
But where's he at? I can't say I love that for him until I know exactly what he's doing now.
Yeah, like if he's actually in rehab, then I don't love where he's at.
Yeah, because for all I know,
look it up. You're on it.
I'm on it. But you have to keep talking because look, the first thing I looked up was where's he from? No, where's he at? I don't want to know where he's from. I want to know where he's going. And all they're doing is saying when he's born.
Which is when?
I don't know. I lost it. 1974.
Jesus Christ.
June 28th. So he's...
What?
He turned pro at 16.
What? At that 1974?
Point, yeah. 74.
It's like a billion years ago.
Yeah. That guy's old.
That guy
was old when we were young. So now that we're getting older... It's
like less cool now that he was doing that.
Yeah, he's like kind of lame, right? No, I'm lying. Man. I looked up to him.
I'm feeling a lot of things right now.
Really? You didn't look up to him?
No, I did. But now it's weird. Like, why did I think that 40-year-old man was so fun?
Fun or fine?
Fun, not fine.
Okay.
Let's be very clear about that.
He wasn't,
not a looker. Now,
he wasn't a looker.
Those 2 boys, God, what were their names?
Big Cat.
Yes. And what was the other one? Wasn't it something super regular like Mike?
Nah.
It was close. Something super regular.
Big Cat and something else. Was it like...
I don't know, but something. One of them...
Yeah.
I don't think it was Big Cat because wasn't he actually really small? One was like tall and one was low. All right. Well, the one who was tall...
You know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
We don't even gotta say nothing.
Okay, did you ever even find out where he is?
No, I gave up.
It's like an Avril Lavigne conspiracy.
What do you mean?
Avril Lavigne?
What happened to her? Hold on. What happened?
Did you just almost faint?
Well,
you said what happened to Avril?
A lot of people don't know this. Avril Lavigne, to me, was actually...
Is Jesus Christ?
In a way, because she's actually the first American artist that I've ever listened to in English.
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. At first, I was like, "What the?
You're like, what the fuck is he saying?" Right? I kind of said the same thing. I was like,
but you got there.
No, I looked at you and I was like, she doesn't know. Until I said complicated, I was like,
I said, oh, right.
Yeah, so I was like, we're definitely on the same page.
No, there's like a whole thing about like people think that like she might actually be dead, and people are like, and like publicity is like posing like she's still alive and all that.
She dropped a banger like the other day, didn't she?
But did she? Was it? Was it really her?
Avril Lavigne dead.
Like, they literally think that, like, she died, and then, like, a doppelganger was, like, they replaced her with a doppelganger.
So, you actually are 100% right. They do think that. Support The Guardian, available for everyone. That's so weird.
Okay, just to be very clear, The Guardian is an awful source.
It is?
Yeah. It's a terrible source.
You just ruined the show.
I ruined your...
Yeah.
What is it called? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
The mystery of it.
No, that's not where I was going.
Okay.
Your validity.
Validity. Wow, that's even worse. What's better, Avril Lavigne on Head Above Water?
Feel that?
Replacement conspiracy
That's what
theory.
I told you.
Conspiracy
It's on
theory.
Wikipedia. It's gotta be real.
Okay, see, look, you can't talk shit about The Guardian, and then I find a new one. You can't just keep... I feel like everything I pull up about this is not going to be a .gov.
Well, to be fair, there's probably a lot of not great sources because it's like...
A conspiracy theory?
Yeah. So...
Yeah, come on. Help me out here. Okay, so pretty much what they're saying is she was taken and then... turned into someone else?
Exactly.
It's like an urban legend? Look, it says right there.
I'm going to tell this to my kids at night, like as a scary story.
This is folklore. Avril Lavigne disappearing is folklore. That's
beautiful.
That's crazy.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. You're right. I'm sorry. That is beautiful. Oh my God.
Did you drink this?
I did.
I didn't even see it.
Should I do another?
Yeah, but so let me give you a hint, a pro tip.
PT.
You put it...
A PPT.
Yeah, I was going to say a podcast pro tip.
PPCT, pro podcast tip.
Right. You lost me. You put a little bit of the Red Bull in your mouth before. You don't swallow it. You keep it in there.
I hate...
And then you add the vodka.
I see people doing this because, like, I'll drink with people. As people do, people drink with people.
No way.
Yeah. So I was drinking with people, and they'll do that. They'll do the whole... And, you know, you kind of see it.
No, but you only do a little bit, so you don't look like ridiculous. Because you can't, you don't want to not be sexy.
But the thing is, I don't want to accidentally go, and then it goes back in, and now there's a little red in here, and you're talking shit the whole time. You know what I mean?
And I'm throwing up on the floor.
Throwing up on the
crying.
Floor, and then you're talking crap about me.
Tweeting about you. Talking about you on my platform.
Wow. So now you realize it's a platform. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got to get that out of you.
Yeah.
That's awesome though that you started to do this. Would you say you have like a goal? Like
absolutely.
Oh.
So I had a podcast that I started listening to. This is gonna go where you don't want it to go because I'm a bit of a Jesus girl. Yeah.
We should just end it.
Yeah, we should. We probably should.
Shout
As
out.
I'm drinking out of the bottle, I'm a bit of a Jesus girl.
No, shout out Jesus.
Yeah.
Shout out Jesus. Shout out God.
Someone's got to.
Yeah. Someone's got to. Someone's got to shout him out. Because God's cool. Jesus was also pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Nice guy, I hear.
Nice guy. From what I've heard. From what I've heard. I mean, I don't know the guy.
But yeah, there's a podcast I listen to that is Christian based. It's by
All Hands on Jesus.
Sadie Robertson Huff, who famously is a daughter of one of the guys from Duck Dynasty.
Oh my God.
Very yeehaw of me. Yes. Yeah, but she has a podcast called Whoa, That's Good. And it's basically
That's good.
That's good. And it's basically where, mind you, most of the conversations are faith-based, but it's basically where she brings different people on the shows and she says, what's the best piece of advice you've ever heard?
Oh.
Right? And then it just goes from there. And like girlies, like not going to say any names, like girlies were down bad. Girlies were down bad. And this was when I was a manager at Old Navy up at 5 a.m.
I don't know why. I thought you were going to say mannequin.
This is when I was a mannequin at Old Navy.
Yeah.
About 4 a.m. standing in the windows, right?
Okay.
And all I could do all day was listen to shit, right?
Because
I was a mannequin.
Right? Okay.
So I started listening to this podcast because I was like, I was down bad and I was like reaching. I was like, I need Jesus, basically.
You need something.
So that podcast really changed some things for me. Like, I was very inspired. I was very encouraged by that podcast. And so then when it came time for my podcast, I was like, what she did for me, like, I would be like honored to do that for other people.
Right.
So that's kind of the goal of my podcast. And that's why it's like, I don't really ask people their best advice, but I ask them to share a story about something that impacted them.
Right.
So it's not something, it doesn't, like, it can be something really sad and or negative, if you want to use that word, or it can be something like super duper positive.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, already it's shown, and it's shown in like the most unexpected ways. Like, right. Especially when I'm listening back to the podcast, like before I release it, do my little edits and whatnot. there will be like a moment, right? And I'll be like, dang, like that was really impactful. Like, I can't wait for people to hear that. Right. And then it'll be a one-liner from like a completely different part of the podcast that like several people will be like, dude, like that was like so relevant to me. And like, I needed to hear that. Comes back around. Yeah. So yeah, so it's just like, and that's like great. Yeah. To like that's awesome. Be able to do that.
I did want to ask you, do you say that every episode?
I haven't said it yet.
So I feel like if someone were to say something like, kind of like, whoa, you know, I'd be like, I needed to hear that. You know?
I have said it like when I'm done, you know, after you hit like and record, and then we're like, oh my God, that was so good. I had so much fun. I'll be like, oh, I needed to hear that. Yeah. But I've never said it on, you know,
you don't plan on
record.
It? You should.
No, I mean, if it comes out of me, it comes out of me. You should. Now, one thing I do say every time, one thing I say every time that I hate, and you will find that you do this, there's going to be, and it's always like part of your intro, like part of you just trying to like get yourself in the groove, get the other person in the groove. You start catching on to little catchphrases, and you're going to end up resenting them. Every time, you know what I say? What? I say, all right, so let's just jump right in.
You know what? I heard that.
I say it every time, and it drives me insane. I cringe as I say it.
You actually said it when we first started this.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. You were like, all right, let's jump right in.
No, I didn't.
And I was like, listen, Caroline, this isn't yours. You know? You don't remember that?
No, thank God you're kidding, because I was about to. I was like, no, I didn't. Please tell me I didn't. Oh my God. Nah, I'm kidding. You didn't say that. If you did, I probably would have called you out on it. I would have said, you say that on your podcast. Because one thing I did do was I watched a couple of your episodes. You listened.
I do.
You didn't watch.
I said watch. No, I listened. Because you can't watch.
You can't watch.
You can't watch.
Not yet for now.
Not yet. Are you planning on like doing all that?
I had never even considered it until you mentioned it to me. Wow. And now I don't know. Like as of right now, it's not on my to-do list. Right. But I'm not opposed to the idea.
Well, yeah, of course. Open-minded. Yeah. What do you feel like for you is the next step? Because now you have lovely artwork too. I like the artwork.
Thanks, I did that.
You did that? Mm-hmm. Really? I was gonna ask you, who did your intro? Little intro.
Me.
Really? You did
GarageBand, baby.
GarageBand. I love it.
Yeah, I did all that.
And are you recording on GarageBand? Like, is that what you use to record, or just your phone?
I record on voice memos on my phone.
Transfer to GarageBand.
Transfer to GarageBand. Oh, edit.
Okay. How do you edit? Like, are you looking?
I pray that I don't have to.
Yeah. So one thing, like,
I'm not gifted in such things.
I feel you. Like one thing that, like, I don't know if you notice, I like try to talk a lot, and I'm trying to get everything out, like to try to have no like big pauses.
Oh, boo!
It's because I don't want to edit.
Yeah, but the pauses are fine.
No,
because it's natural.
Because what if it's such a long pause? I'm talking about long pauses. Regular pauses, we've had those regular pauses.
There's a very long pause in one of my podcasts. Yeah. And it ends up being one of my favorite parts. No, it's funny because she reaches for her Diet Coke and you can hear her fucking... And then we make a joke about like Diet Coke break, and then it was hilarious.
I love it.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta just let it happen.
You gotta just let it happen?
Yeah.
See, one thing I said was, you know what? I want to make sure that I keep it going. I keep it nice. I keep it light.
There is that pressure,
So I don't get to the point where I have to edit because I'm lazy. Yeah. Like, I got 3 cameras going right now. That's already enough editing for me just to even line it up with
Enjoy
the audio.
Love.
You know what I mean? And then, like, there's times where you got to switch over to you, and then I got to switch over to me, and then switch over to the big boy over there. It's like all that is I dread editing. And that was a big reason why I didn't start this sooner. That, and I was waiting on these to come in. Literally, I'm over here waiting on everything else I already had because, you know, I'm engineering already.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? Let me just buy 4 more things. I can actually do this and get it popping. And then, yeah.
And now here you are popping.
Yeah. And when you order stuff, are you like me to where you check your phone every 10 minutes?
Yeah.
No.
It's awful.
10 seconds.
Yeah. And especially like when I just ordered it, like what do I think is going to happen? They have to process that, Caroline. They have to process that order.
What are they processing? You know? It's like, what? Did I not just... I think we're at the point... This is 2021.
Right.
And we're at the point where if I put something send...
It should be sent.
it should get in the car as soon as I hit send. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're past that, people. Like, we're past that. I feel like what we need to do is, and I thought about this the other day, as humans, we need to collectively get together and start speeding some shit up. All right, we need to really get this going, because one thing.
See, I'm the complete opposite. I'm like, collectively, we need to get together and agree to slow down.
No,
yes.
We need to keep going, because I feel like if as humans we all got together and said, "There's got to be an easier way to clean," that we would literally save so much time in our world. Today, you know how long I spent cleaning today? A couple hours. If there was an easier way to do that, I could have been ready and good to go all day.
I guess, but...
Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Caroline?
I'm a big slow it down sort of
You're a slow it down.
Yeah.
I need everything now.
No, that's the problem. That's why anxiety exists.
I'm an anxious guy.
Yeah, no, and that's why you're fueling your own habits. Oh my God.
It's getting worse, you know?
Even bringing it up makes you anxious. Even bringing it up,
it's just terrible. Are you on Twitter often?
Yeah, I'd say.
Do you watch a lot of stuff?
What do you
like videos? Do you watch a lot of like Twitter videos? Are you out there?
Sure.
Sure?
Yeah.
Let me show you one of my favorite videos.
If it's on my timeline, I watch it, but I don't go like looking for
You don't go looking?
For the stuff.
I go looking for the stuff, especially this kind of stuff. I don't know if you've seen this video. Tell me if you have, you haven't?
I don't think I have.
Oh my God. I love this video.
It's better be good.
It's better be good. And this man kills it.
Shit? You got a shit?
First of all, I can dance like this.
I doubt that.
Can you hear that?
You ain't shit to me. Nigga.
Yeah, hold on.
Man, you gonna stop falling back on your knees. Because that movie getting old, man.
But you can't do it. Or you can't do this on concrete.
Why did he do that? Why did he do that?
Yo, right? I love this video, and I saw this the other day, and I said I have to show Caroline, because these are the type of things.
And I like stupid things.
That's messed up. That's fucked up, Caroline. Have some respect for yourself.
Absolutely not.
Please.
That's the last thing I'll do.
But I saw this video, and I was like, I love this video because I saw it a long time ago. Saw it the other day. I was like, I have to show Caroline. She's gonna love it.
That's actually really cute.
Right? It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And you know, I have some stuff. I mean, look at the way.
You're gonna give me a play-by-play.
Look at the way he's like. First, he flicks off. He does the flick off.
Well, you must.
He does the flick off.
That was very.
Do you hear what he says?
Mm-mm.
So the other dude is like, "Oh, that move old." And he's like, "Yeah, but you can't do it." And then he says, "You can't do this on concrete." And let's see what. You see that? You see how he kind of.
You had to have practiced that because that was perfect
I didn't
pause.
practice. I didn't practice the pause.
That was the perfect pause.
I didn't practice the pause, which is the perfect thing about it. But if you see right here, look at his hands.
They're broken. That reminds me. You seen Harry Potter?
God. Wait, stop. His hands are broken?
He looks like it.
His hands are not. Oh my.
It looks like this.
Oh my gosh, his hands are broken. I never realized.
I mean, they're probably not actually.
So look at
but that had to have hurt, is my point.
It hurt. Look at Homeboy in the back. He's out.
I love when people's fight or flight kicks in. But that's always a good moment.
But
like, why?
How?
Where are you going?
Why did it kick in? You know?
What about those series of events triggered you to run?
I see a dude do that. I'm walking up and seeing what's going on.
I want to know more.
I might not help.
Oh, yeah, I probably wouldn't.
Like, yo, you good? You know, something like that. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Have you seen? Are you a Harry Potter guy?
Talk to me, walk with me. Let's keep it going.
You know when he gets hit by the big boy when he's playing Quidditch and he breaks the bone in his arm, and so they do that spell to like fix the bone.
Expelliarmus.
Sure. They do the spell to
What
fix
is the
the
spell?
bone.
I'm
Girl, I don't know.
a learner.
Okay.
You
you're
gotta
not
kinda...
finna learn today.
Okay.
So they do the spell to fix his arm, but they accidentally remove all the bones from his arm. So then he just has like a noodle arm.
I'm
You
good.
don't remember this scene?
No, I'm good. I don't want to see that. That sounds terrible.
Well, how do you think Daniel Radcliffe felt?
Who's Daniel Radcliffe?
Oh my God. You must not be a Harry Potter fan. That's literally Harry Potter.
Harry.
Yes. Yeah.
You didn't tell me that was Harry.
Yes.
Harry Potter.
Who's Daniel Radcliffe?
Is that bad?
What are you going to say next? Who's Jennifer Lopez?
No. No, I know who she is. But Harry...
Who's Jonathan Depp? I've never heard anyone say Jonathan Depp.
I've never heard anyone say Jonathan Depp.
As it came out of my mouth, it felt wrong. It felt disrespectful.
I didn't like it.
I didn't care for that.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
So guess what? Because I'm all about honesty. So your camera wasn't on.
Oh, well, good.
Maybe it was, but when I just went over there, it wasn't on.
Good.
Turn it on.
I told you. I said one way or another, I'm gonna be mysterious and sexy. Hi, DB.
Oh, my cat's here. Oh my gosh. So while we're on the topic of her, she was chilling over there. I was here, setting everything up, getting everything ready. She's small. And everything's good. And I hear just like that.
Look at her.
Because she knows.
She said,
she's like, yo, are you talking about me? Like, you're really telling them about that? She went, and I look over. She kind of stopped, looked away. I go up. Her arm is caught on like the string of the ball. And she's like freaking the fuck out. She's like she's like holding on.
Not a situation she intended to find herself in.
She did not want to be in that situation at all. And look at her. She's kind of embarrassed about it.
Yeah, I don't think she's okay. I think she's still recovering from that. Look, she's still babying the arm.
Literally. Well, let's just
She's real cute.
I'll just stare at her the whole time.
I remember the first time you brought her and she was this big.
Wasn't she tiny?
She was real tiny.
It's scary.
She's really, growing up.
She's growing up and I don't like it.
But she's small still. That's kind of like that's a small cat.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
Because
she's never gonna get big?
Isn't
that a good thing though?
I don't want her to get big, but she's getting bigger so quick because to me she looked like what you said. She was like that big.
Yeah.
You know, she was
well,
just...
because she quite literally was.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah. And now she's older. It's kind of like what happens.
Don't say that. No, I'm really I'm a dog person.
Really?
I've always been a dog person.
I'm an anything person.
Anything. So look, I had a dog. He was a pit bull.
Beautiful.
Sadly,
love them.
Yeah. Sadly, passed away from a hit and run. Got his... I know, I cried.
That's
cried.
Awful. I would cry.
Terrible. I got his paw tattooed on me, so everything...
Aww.
Yeah, he's right here. Let me show you. Right here.
That's
right
sweet.
Here. I love it. I love it. So my mom one time was cutting his nails, and she like cut it too deep to where he was like bleeding. And I guess...
Classic.
Yeah. After that, he always had something wrong with that nail. So when we were getting his like paw prints after he passed away, that little red mark is his nail that just kept showing up. Like we redid the paw print like 4 or 5 times, and that nail kept showing up. We're just like, you know what? Let's keep it like that.
It's going on.
It's going on there. That's his little signature.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
It builds character.
Yeah. Builds character. Definitely builds character.
What else do you have? I don't know any of your tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, girl.
I don't know if it dawned on me that you had any.
So I have a couple on my leg.
Okay.
I have my half sleeve.
What are we dealing with?
Hold on. You gotta slow down. So I'm about to drink a little vodka.
Okay. That's like your pre-tattoo show? You gotta drink a little vodka?
Gotta drink a little vodka.
You said I'm about to show her my arm. I need some courage.
Yes. Yes. No, I like my arm. I'll tell you what. I like my arm. I like right here. I like this one right here. I like all my tattoos. I love them. I have a bunch. That's what I'm gonna say. Hold on, because I wanted to talk about yours.
Right.
So how about we'll do that? We'll boom.
Like
boom.
A little show and tell. Just bounce off each other.
We'll bounce. We'll bounce. Yeah, I can definitely bounce. I'm gonna.
I'll have some of that right after you have some of that.
Are you bouncing?
We're bouncing.
Holy shit! Oh my God! I think we're doing it. Okay. Hopefully your camera doesn't go off again. If it does, hey, so what?
Yeah, so what?
Right?
Well, you still got that boy.
Well, now you're scaring me. I don't know if that one's on. You think it's on? Should I walk over and check?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. See,
it's gonna be us talking and just you.
Just me. So this is what I like about podcasts. Like
you never know.
It's the authenticity of it. You know, I'm not lying and say I have a whole thing showing up here. You know, what you see is what I have. You know what I'm saying? This is all like, there's nothing.
Then you should see when I record my podcast, because it's me, a friend, and this gal.
And a phone. Well, that's what I'm saying.
In the middle of the table.
People don't know how easy it is.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like ask me like, oh, like how do you do it? And I'm like, or like when I show up to record the podcast with them, and they're expecting like a little setup like this, and I'm just like, no.
Are you talking shit?
This is her. No, that was a compliment, if anything. Oh my god. All right, drink the shit.
No, because now I feel like there's a problem that needs to be addressed. No, I'm kidding. Earlier you said you don't like anime.
I don't, and I'll die on that hill. Okay, let me back up. I'm being a little aggressive. I don't dislike anime.
That was a lot. I was about to say die.
I don't dislike anime, but I don't choose to watch it myself. If it is on, I will watch it with whomever. But
Whoever or whomever?
Whomever.
Is that the right saying?
Yeah.
I don't use that word.
I'm going to be an English teacher. Trust me on this.
Oh, that's all right.
Now, what I'm not about to say is that...
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Driggers.
Is that I go home and say, dang, I want to watch anime right now.
Okay. I thought you just did use that word because you were bringing up English, being an English teacher.
No.
Okay.
No, which is something I've thought about a lot. Like all these podcasts, I can't help but curse. I can't.
Yeah.
And fuck that. Literally. Then I'm like, cursing? watch me lose my job because some little goblin looks me up on the internet, finds my Instagram.
Right.
And then finds my podcast and says, excuse me, principal, she said dick on the internet. And then I'm done.
You think that could possibly happen?
I think it could, because I know, so my sister, my brother, and my cousin are all teachers already.
Oh, okay.
2 of my sisters, actually.
Girl, you're going to be, let's be honest, I mean, at least in this area, you're at the forefront. You're one of the only people that are doing this. You know what I'm saying? And you're starting in the beginning that I already see you just doing more. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
If you want to be a teacher and you want to pursue that, then, by all means, please do.
I mean, I've already...
You're already in the process?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm getting my master's right now. Currently.
Oh, that's masterful.
But, I mean, I've already put, like, a lot of places wouldn't... Especially because by the time I'm teaching, I'll probably be double sleeved up.
I was going to say, yeah, Miss Thornberry, when I was growing up, didn't have that.
Period.
I was going to say my actual teacher's name.
And then you panicked. You freaked out. I saw in your face. You said, backtrack.
Thornberry, because it's such a...
Because that's a real person.
She was cool, though, so I think, like, it wouldn't really matter. Oh, my God.
Yeah, what was that?
What the fuck? DB, wake up. You know what I'm saying? There's an intruder. Oh, my God. She does nothing.
That was funny. Thank you for that.
Well, something like she's the guard.
Is she?
Yeah. So
interesting.
I live in the basement, so I get a lot of spiders.
Do you? I had no clue.
This is a basement.
No.
This is a basement right here.
No.
I get a lot of spiders, and I also get a lot of bugs and flies.
I all of a sudden feel very panicked.
Well, you shouldn't. Because...
we have a free extermination.
There she is. So, which is what I was getting. I used to get a lot of spiders, used to get a lot of bugs. They're gone. Period. They saw that she got here. They don't want any.
She's a working gal.
Yeah. So, sometimes I'll make fun of her and be like, look at you. You don't have a job. You're just like,
fucking
you're a
loser.
You fucking loser. Like,
that's what you do when you come home and you fucking put your cat down to feel better about yourself.
Well, I don't come home. I work from home.
Oh.
So all day I'm.
So you get up and walk over to the couch.
I get up and be like, you fucking piece of shit, get a job. That's basically how I talk to my cat. No, of course not. Do you want to hear how I talk to my cat?
My boss.
Do you want to hear how I talk to my cat? Actually, it's actually pretty funny.
Do I?
It's like, do you mind high-pitched voices?
Yeah.
I use a really high-pitched voice.
I don't want it. Okay, just do it, though. You've already said it. You have to do it.
I can't, because now you're going to judge me
I am.
because, I don't want to do it. Or, you know what? Different episode. I'll definitely do it.
Yeah, I was going to say somebody else. Save that shit for somebody else.
I got someone in mind.
You already thinking of it?
I don't, actually. And now I'm trying to find out when I can say it.
Okay, well, listen.
Boom, bam, boom. Let's talk about your tattoos.
Well, I'm going to drink this drink. So why don't you go first?
I don't want to go first. Okay, I'll go first. Which one do you want? You want left, right? You want arm or leg?
All of them. Both of them.
You need... Okay.
Both of them.
So, you want me to do them in order? I'll do it. Let's do order.
Order of like when we got them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
I feel like you have a lot more than me. This is going to be embarrassing.
I think we have the same amount. It's just mine are bigger. So it looks like I have more. In reality, I feel like I've been counting yours. I've been like, sort of like.
All right.
So this one right here is for my friend Malik that passed away. So it's his last name. And the tattoo experience, I actually think we went to the same one. Not the same artist. You have a different artist.
You went to Skin Ambitions?
Yes.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I went there. Well, hold on. Don't shout him out just yet. The guy who did this, I hated.
Oh my God.
A jerk.
Really?
He was so rude. He was so mean to me. And this is
That's kind of the vibe.
Mind you, this is my first tattoo, and my friend just died 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? 2 days before my friend just died.
He's like, fucking pussy, and your friend's name tatted on you?
Yo, like, it wasn't like that, but like, so I showed him my drawing, and he's like, I don't like that. It straight up goes, I don't like that. It looks like shit. I don't want to tattoo that on you.
What?
It was this, but instead of, you know how the board looks like it's going up like that? It was just boom, straight line, circle, circle, and then that. All he did was add a fucking curve. Come on, guy. Come on. But he was really mean, and it's not the guy that does yours because I'm nosy. and I saw the guy who does your tattoos.
Oh, yeah, I love mine.
He seems great.
I love mine.
And my friend actually has gotten tattooed by him and, great things. I don't know what his name is.
His name's Mike.
Shout out Mike.
No, seriously, he's like dad vibes.
Shout out Mike Dad Vibes.
He has a pet squirrel.
Shout out Mike Dad Vibes Pet Squirrel at Skin
He's
Ambitions.
a veterinary surgeon during the day.
Shout out Mike Dad Pet Squirrel Veterinary Surgeon. Did I say that right?
No.
Veterinary surgeon. And yeah, shout out to you. No hate on the shop. I think the shop is great. I've heard great things. It's just my experience wasn't that great. And I fucking hated it.
I've heard great things. No shade. I had the worst time.
No shame. I'm never going back there again. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
Never again.
Well, he's only done 3 of mine now. Before, everything else was done. Like my first ones, they were all done by this other guy who's just working out of a room in his house.
There you go.
A room in his mom's house.
Right.
That sounded so distant.
That didn't sound too great. Room in his mom's house. Well, I'm in a room in my mom's house.
He was a nice boy.
He was a boy, not a man. Okay, well, you're getting tattooed by boys. What was your first one?
My first one was I got 2 at this. No, my first one was this. My zodiac, Cancer.
Oh, okay. So what does that mean? Like you're like artistic or like?
I'm like sensitive and emotional. And I am.
Are you?
Yeah,
you feel
totally.
like that's true to you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You believe in
But it's like my superpower.
Yeah, because when I saw you, I was like, yeah, she's powerful.
Period.
Do you feel like that's true to you, though? That, like,
I do.
Cancers are...
So, like, technically, according to said stars, I'm a sun and moon Cancer, which is, like, double... Like, I doubled down on that shit.
Okay.
Like, so, and it's a sign of, like, sensitivity, being emotional, a sign of loyalty, like, all that good stuff. And it just so happened... Yeah, good stuff. It just so happens all that stuff does truly embody me. Now, if you're asking me if I truly believe in zodiac signs and horoscopes, I don't think they're wrong. I just think they're so general. Of course, they apply to anyone.
Definitely.
But it just so happens, and I do think it's coincidence, that like it does very much. Like I've never read something about a Cancer that I wasn't like, oh yeah, that does. That's me.
You know what's funny? Like I kind of believe in horoscopes. I kind of don't. But every now and then, like I'll be down bad, as you've explained it. And
me, I wasn't down bad. I didn't say names.
I said you explained it. I said explained. I didn't say as you suffered, as you've lived through and suffered. I didn't say that, Caroline.
Yeah, because I would never do that.
You kind of called yourself out there, to be honest. Anyway, I was down bad. So what I do is I will go on this, on like a Google horoscope Scorpio. You know what I mean?
You're a Scorpio?
I'm a Scorpio.
We're soulmates.
November 18th. Are we?
Yeah.
And I knew that.
My sister's is November 17th.
Well, when you walked in,
you said soulmate.
I said soulmate.
Double down on that.
I was like soulmate. Literally, soulmate. You know what I'm saying?
Soulmate.
Soul.
Mate.
Leave it. Yeah, I didn't have to say mate because I was like, soul is enough. For us, I feel like it's enough.
Right.
Yeah. So,
that's beautiful.
Definitely lost where I was going there. Oh, Scorpio. So what I'll do is I'll go check out my horoscope, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
cry.
It's weird because I won't cry. Because
the horoscope says you're down bad, and you're
my horoscope. Yeah, there you go. Kind of. So like I'll be looking at it, and my horoscope for today will be like, you will go through a very hardship, this and that. And let's say yesterday I had a really bad day. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, oh my God, my horoscope's a day late. So I feel like for the past couple of years, my horoscope has been a day late. And so whenever I'm looking at horoscopes, it's not helping me out because it already happened. You know what I mean?
They say that, they don't say this. I say.
Who's they? I say
that you should always read your horoscope at the end of the day. Because if you read it at the beginning of the day, then it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you're just going to decide that it's real.
Right. Like today, you will stumble upon money. Your eyes are like all fucking.
And you're like, I did see that penny.
There was a fucking penny today that I just didn't pick up, but I feel like.
Exactly.
Something was under that penny.
So you're supposed to at the end of the day.
Really? Do you?
But even then, it applies. I don't anymore.
Anymore?
Yeah, because I don't need that energy.
Really?
Yeah, because when I'm having a bad day,
counterintuitive, I guess you would say.
I just think that it allows you to sit in your misery, and I don't want thugs with that. Like if I'm having a bad day, at the end of the day, I want to come home and be like, wow, things happened today that I wish didn't, but I can still turn this day around. Whereas your horoscope is going to be like, this is it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Enjoy.
That's what it is.
Like, I don't want to do that.
So your day is going to be bad. Good luck is what horoscopes say to you.
No, quite literally.
So to me, it's like, if my horoscope wasn't a day late, I would be on top of the world. Caroline, I swear to you, you're laughing at me, but I'm being dead ass.
And I want you to know when I'm laughing at you, like, I mean that. Like, that's coming from deep inside of me.
I know. That's why we're talking about it. Oh my God. Like, for real, I feel like if my horoscope would come on time, like if I were to wake up and it'd be like, hey,
then she wouldn't have got away.
Oh my gosh, that hurts. Caroline, I'm sensitive. Why would you
You're a
say
Scorpio.
that?
They're not sensitive.
Yeah, we are.
Play your part. Y'all are mean as hell.
No, we're not.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, I am nothing but a lover.
Then it's not true to you.
I think you
look, my sister's a Scorpio. My ex is a Scorpio.
How does that make sense? If we're soulmates and you're sensitive
opposites
and
attract.
I'm an asshole, opposites attract? No, they
That's
don't.
what they say. I saw that. I saw it on Twitter.
Says that?
Twitter.
It was a you again?
You got me.
Twitter is a funny world.
I love Twitter.
You love Twitter?
I don't want to. I hate social media. If it were up to me, I would wake up tomorrow and delete everything. But I can't. Especially now that I've started a podcast, I really kind of fucked myself.
That's what I was really about to say.
Yeah.
I was going to say, well, now that you are a content creator, do you feel like you are? Do you feel like...
It was funny that when you said, like, when you initiated this and everything, and you were like, because you're also, like, a new content creator, and I was like, I'm a what?
You kind of got insulted.
No, not insulted. Like I was like, oh.
Motherfucker.
No, it was just a moment where I was like,
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
Word.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Like little old me.
I wouldn't have.
Okay, second one. We're getting off track.
Second one?
Second tattoo. Go. You just took a shot.
Well, this is my... real quick, I just want to
stop. No, because...
I just want to stop
it's going to be like 4 hours later, and we're not going to have got past tattoo number 3.
This is my...
Because we keep talking about fucking horoscopes.
Is my podcast.
For now.
I steer...
For now.
See, this is why I knew if I brought someone in that was more experienced, that they'd try to take over. And that's... I called this out. Number 2. We're going on number 2. I was down bad for a couple years.
Oh my God, still?
So yeah.
Jesus.
So boom, my friend died.
Oh, now I'm an asshole. Thanks.
You're a fucking asshole. Around that time, just a lot of shit was going on. Boom, bam, boom. My dog dies, and another my healing tactics are tattoos. So that was boom, bam, boom. Mm-hmm. This tattoo. Yeah. The one right here, my dog. And I told you that I tried to get the paw print. His nail kept showing up, and that's how that happened.
Super cute.
I'm glad you think so. All right, let's go. Number 2.
Mine are these 2 dates, so the 1997 and the 1995.
Explain.
One of my sisters, Finn, that's her birth year, and one of my brothers, Shaw, that's his birth year.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's it. That's that. Skilly doo bop.
That's it.
I thought you were playing something, and I got so confused. I was like, no.
What do you mean you thought I was playing something?
I saw the video pop up again.
What video? Oh, that one? No. I'm just going through. I'm getting rid of some stuff. I'm getting, I'm just getting to know what's going on.
Well, what's your third one?
I'm in charge. You can't forget that, Caroline.
I'm done.
I'm
done.
I'm uncomfortable. I don't know about you. We talked about this earlier.
Do you feel dominated?
Whoa. Caroline, we're not even a third into this joint yet. Dominated, no, that scares me. And, I know that I look like a big guy and I look like I'm, being dominated by a woman scares me because I feel like I'm too nice to where it's like I can't stop it, Or, okay, babe, you know what I mean? Or she's like, put this shit on. I'm like, okay. I wouldn't be able to like stop.
Jesus Christ.
Your third one. So you said the dates, and one was for your brother and one was for your sister. Do you want to elaborate or?
I just fucking love them.
I love it.
I do. I love my siblings, and these are my two. These just came in. Caroline, don't fuck this up.
Caroline, hold on. Don't fuck those up.
My 2 full blood siblings. So same ma, same pa.
Is that like blood?
Yeah.
Full blood? Word.
Word.
Yeah.
That's it.
Speaking of blood.
Okay.
I have my booth in there. Everything I record. You see that window?
No.
It's right there. It's in white.
Yeah, I see it. Yes, I see the window.
It's in white. Okay. So there's a little mic stand and I have a little bandana that's red. And one time I had some people in here and they're like, hey, yo. I have to get into it.
No.
Hey, yo. We bloods, right? And I'm working.
You said.
I'm working. Yeah. Type shit. I'm working at the moment.
Uh-huh.
I'm on the clock. They're paying me to record them. And I was just like, oh, okay.
Oh, nice to meet you guys.
I kind of look back. Oh, okay, that's cool. I got that in middle school. I was letting them know, I got that a long time ago. I got nothing to do with that.
I got nothing to do. I don't know shit about that.
They're like, yeah, we bloods. I was like, cool.
Cool.
And then they just went on with the day.
That's fun.
So
that's
yeah,
super cool.
Gang members. That's fun.
It's like a fraternity.
I like recording. I like recording people. It's been such a fun thing for me. Have you actually ever seen someone record? Do you know what they look like recording?
I'm sorry. Can you rephrase the question?
Have you ever
Yes, I watched Justin Bieber record in the stew.
Someone real, though.
Yeah, Justin Drew Bieber? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Not...
Justin Drew
But,
Bieber.
I feel like for that was scripted. They're like, okay, Justin, say this and then say that. I feel like
he would never. He's so genuine and beautiful.
Well,
I'll die on this hill.
I don't know Justin. I don't know him
But
personally.
you do know this TikTok bitch.
Why would you call her that? Is she on TikTok?
Is that... Oh, no, that's Instagram Live.
See, look. And that's
I don't have TikTok.
And that's my problem with you. Because you are just going to assume.
I don't have TikTok. And I don't watch Instagram Live.
I don't know if I've said this already.
Weird.
I do not know if I've said it already, but I wanted to say it on the podcast. I bought those headphones for you.
Yeah, you did say that.
I said...
That's really romantic.
Yeah. That's what... And look, I even got us this. And I said, you know what? Fuck candlelit.
And Doritos.
Fuck candlelit dinner. That's what I was getting
But I'm too scared to eat because I'll just crunch.
The whole time. I said, fuck candlelit dinner. I got lights around.
Right. LEDs.
The lights from the interface.
That's beautiful.
That's romantic.
It is.
I got drinks.
You look beautiful under this fluorescent lighting.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I needed that. Well, before we get back to the tattoos, because we're on third. We're at 3.
We're at
we
3.
left off on your family.
Yeah.
Love it.
We'll leave it there.
I love it.
They can be left.
They can be left. So that's kind of how I talk to my girl. Hey, Mimi.
Oh, to DB? Hey, DB, I'm really sorry you have to live with that.
And I'll be like...
She just rolled over.
I'll be like, baby, what you doing? And she'll be like, I'm being a pretty girl. Well, I'll say that. But that's what she's saying. Like, I'm just being a pretty girl. Because she's a pretty girl. And
I wish you wouldn't say these things. Like, I feel like that's private. And it could have stayed private.
There is nothing private on this show. And that's the thing. That's why this show exists. Because I said...
She can't advocate for herself.
Nowadays,
this isn't fair.
She knows what's up. Nowadays, I'm like, you know what? Especially in the music community, it's all about putting on that face. It's all about putting on this, being that, this, and that. Blah, blah. You can never be yourself. The human world, humans are just so complicated that we're not
okay? What was that?
It was, I broke. I was broken for a little bit.
It happens.
We're so complicated that we can't just be one thing,
Yeah.
And I'm kind of tired of that whole, like, as an artist, I have to put on this persona for you to think I'm worth the listen.
Oh, yeah. To heck with that.
To heck with it. Mm-hmm. To heck with all of it.
Yeah.
But, like, I want to sort of just, get deeper into it, I'm not just my music. I'm not just,
of course
whatever I tweet. I'm complicated.
I am what I tweet. I'll be real. I am what I tweet.
I'm a little racist. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
But like, I definitely.
I'm white. We can't make those kind of jokes.
You can't. You can't, Caroline. And I was pushing you. If you.
And I didn't fold.
And that was your test. That was the test.
And I passed.
Flying colors.
Thank you.
Some might say. So now we're on 4.
Right? 4 what?
4th tattoo.
Yes. Oh my God, I forgot. See, that's what I'm saying. We should just do it because Caroline, we're too all over the place.
No, I'm all about hectic. I'm all about anxiety.
Chaos.
I'm anxious as a man.
I want trouble, and if I can't find it, I will create it.
Okay. I mean, if that's what we're sort of going for, we'll do it. I don't mind. We can.
So what's your trouble. 4th?
My 4th? Well, real quick, before I go on to my 4th, I wanted to show you this because
I love... Stop.
Are you also...
I love Shrek.
Are you a Shrek stan?
I am a Shrek stan.
So real quick.
Oh my God.
Shrek, the second, your music has saved me.
Yeah. You're not alone in that.
We'll throw that out in the world.
You're not alone.
Number 1 also had a great soundtrack. I'll be honest, number 1 kind of hit me a little deeper than 2. I gotta listen to the second soundtrack a little bit more.
No, I feel that.
Somebody, what that's a
timeless classic.
As soon as I said somebody, the bathroom stall opened up. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Shit.
His little outhouse.
Right. That's a banger.
Shrek is really the shit. Like when I'm down and out, or when I'm drunk at 3 a.m., Shrek. That's the only person who's there for me.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day. That's the only person I can rely on.
Oh, hell yeah. Shrek is the fucking thing. Oh, my God. I love Shrek. I am a Shrek stan. I love, like, I don't know if you remember for, like, a couple years, there was, like, this whole, like, underworld thing of Shrek where it was just, like, Shrek creeping into people's rooms. Do you remember that?
No.
There was this like whole like YouTube thing where it was just like a creepy Shrek just coming in and like sneaking into people's rooms and like
That's my dream.
No. Caroline, no.
That's my dream.
But I love Shrek. I love Shrek in Spanish. You're not hip due to
language barriers.
Language. Caroline, I like that. Language barriers.
Thanks.
But you have Mexican friends, right?
I would say
careful.
100. Okay, fine. 99% of my friends.
Illegal. Oh, that's
no.
Right. Caroline, stop.
All right.
Go ahead.
No.
I'll let you say it because I'm Hispanic. Not only am I Hispanic, I'm Mexican. So you can call me a wetback right now.
No, I was literally just going to say 99% of my friends are Hispanic.
Wetbacks.
But I do really love Mexicans.
You heard it here first. 99% of her friends are wetbacks, and we love that for
I really
her.
love Mexican culture
Wetbacks.
Is the shit.
Isn't it? I love it. Okay.
It's because I'm a little yeehaw, and like Mexicans are the perfect in-between.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking of that. That Mexicans are the perfect. We're the yeehaw of the southern the southern side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Brazilians, they're the party animals.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to the beach. They got, they're
the Californians.
They're the crazy ones. I love that. Florida. They're the Floridians.
They're the Floridians.
They're not that great. You know what I mean? Salvadorians, they hate. Apparently there's a beef between Mexicans and Salvadorians. I have never hated a Salvadorian. I dated a half Salvadorian, half Cuban once.
Wow.
Many years. So you can say I don't have a problem with Salvadorians.
My ex is Salvadorian.
Oh, I thought wasn't he Mexican?
No. He's
Salvadorian. How did that go? Pupusas? Didn't go
hella.
Well. I saw your face.
No, it went fine. I mean, obviously things didn't work out, but it was fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Is that like something you're willing to talk about? Or?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm not shy from the conversation.
Oh my God. You know what? Might as well.
Cheers to that.
Well, you know what? If you have anything to ask me, and I mean anything, because I'm an open book, and I think the coolest part about this right now, if you guys don't know, I have actually known Caroline for years.
Long time.
Years.
Like, actually, yeah.
Little Jabba. That's the little homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've known her for so many years that
I think I've cycled through about 8 different nicknames since you've known me.
So the funny thing is, I knew you back the first nickname I just named, and then Caroline. You know what I mean?
I came full circle.
Full circle. So I met the real you.
I met the fake
you
me,
were, the fake you, 100%, and then the real you. But yeah, we've known each other for such a long time.
We have.
That
yeah, I didn't even know. Like, when our mutual friend told me the other day, like, oh, yeah, like, he was in, like a 5-year-long relationship or something crazy like that? How long? Yeah. I was like, I actually literally had no clue.
Well, that's the thing. We focus on our own lives, because like you said, you had 5 nicknames, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So,
plus, we've always been friends, but we just... I don't know.
Cordial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never had a problem with you.
Oh, I mean, I don't really fuck with you, but
I know. No, I know.
How am I gonna eat this without? This is about to be turned into ASMR.
Do it. I really don't care. This is my podcast. I can do what I want. ASMR. This is the ASMR section.
If you need a bathroom break or a drink, get it now.
Get it now, because we're going to be talking about nothing for about a chip length. Chip length?
Chip length.
For about a chip length. Boom.
I don't want to bite it. It's so awful. It's so loud.
Is that your favorite? Go ahead. Look, you want me to mute your mic for a bit? I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, mute your mic. I hear all that. No, I'm kidding. Whatever chewing you do, I promise you I'll take it out.
I hate
when
people chew.
Really? How come?
It's a big problem for me.
Really?
Yeah, I have. Apparently, it's called misophonia. But like when I hear someone...
That happens to me when I lose my phone.
Anyways, when I hear someone smacking their lips or like...
Like that?
Yes. Or like breathing really loud or something. Like literally the section of my brain where like anger is triggered.
Yeah.
Off the fucking wall.
Oh my God.
Like it infuriates me. Like genuinely. Like I will look at someone who's smacking their lips and in my head I'm like, I hate you. Like you're disgusting.
Really?
Yeah. It's a problem. And my cousin is like that. One of my sisters is like that.
Damn.
It's the mental illness, babe.
It's gotta be. I like that too. Like it's the mental illness, babe. I'm like, when you said babe, I was like, you know? I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of felt good.
I've been really into saying babes lately.
Really?
I think it's because I watch Love Island.
Ooh, is that like that? Is that on Netflix?
I don't think you'd enjoy it. No, it's on Hulu.
Okay. So, now that we're on the TV show
jeez.
we gotta talk.
I'm not going to thrive.
You're not going to thrive? You're not going to thrive?
No, I'm a movie gal. But I do. There's some...
you're an MG. Oh.
Yeah.
Girl.
Duh, I'm an MG. But there are a few shows that I really swear by.
Let's go.
The Last Kingdom.
Never heard of it.
If you have not watched it.
Never heard of it.
Don't even listen to us anymore. Fuck this. Sorry.
Okay. It's fine. You can
watch The Last
Kingdom. Scare
Kingdom.
everyone away. I guess.
The Last Kingdom is really freaking good.
Really?
Shadow and Bone.
I love shadows and I love bones.
Then I got a show for you.
Well, what show is this? I was about to say Shadow
and Bones.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them.
And I mean, okay,
is there
well,
Ghost? I love
Vanderpump Rules.
What the
I'm
fuck
very
is that?
passionate about Vanderpump
That
Rules.
sounds like something I do on Thanksgiving. Vanderpump. I don't know. Go ahead.
It's a reality TV show.
About? What? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Vanderpump.
So Lisa Vanderpump was on Real Housewives of New York.
Oh, that's my girl.
Fabulous bitch.
Is she?
And now she has her own show where she's just rich and cool. And she owns all these restaurants. And there's so much drama between the waiters and waitresses.
Really?
That it turned into a show. And now it has like 9 seasons.
She's kind of hot.
She's old, but she looked good still.
She's old. No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
No.
She's literally... No, but that's what I'm saying.
No, she isn't.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But I'm literally so obsessed with the
Lisa
show.
Vanderpump.
My brother got me into it.
Really?
Yeah.
And is she just fine on the show? Say that. I couldn't keep it up. I tried.
But seriously, Last Kingdom, like...
This is the show.
Like, it's literally
you
after...
You lost me. Last Kingdom.
Last
Kingdom. She's on it?
No.
And it's about restaurants?
No, that's Vanderpump Rules. You're not listening to me. Like, you're listening, but you're not hearing me.
No, I'm definitely not listening to you. Like, I'm definitely
You're like,
not.
no, neither.
Like, for real, don't give me that much credit.
Well, yeah. Look, The Last Kingdom. I'm rewatching it for like the 8th time.
Okay.
So good. It's
Really?
it's like Vikings, you know, the whole like Dane Saxon thing. If you like Game of Thrones, if you like Vikings, you'll like The Last Kingdom.
Yeah. I've kind of given up on those shows.
Well, don't, because let me tell you a little something about Uhtred Ragnarsson of Babenberg. Uhtred Ragnarsson.
I
top dog.
You know, you saw
Big
my
dog.
face. My face was trying to put all those syllables together.
Uhtred Ragnarsson of Bebenberg.
Who of where?
Would I have sex with him? Yes.
Okay, I want to pull it up so I could actually see what he looks like.
Yeah, do, please. But only in the show. I don't know what he looks like in real life. You know how sometimes people are like super hot in a show and then you look them up and you're like, Jesus fuck, like, dude.
You got to give me an example now.
Not good.
Uhtred? What's his name? How do you spell it? Uhtred Anderson?
Uhtred. Uhtred. Ragnarsson of Bebenberg. The Last Kingdom. Just put Uhtred the Last Kingdom.
Can you not scream into the mic?
No, hey, Uhtred. I'm very excited.
Oh, this piece of hunk.
Mm-hmm.
This piece of meat. He looks like
She.
He's not bad.
No, and on the show, it's just so good to watch.
He's not like, I mean, to be honest, let me give it the real. He kind of looks like a hot redneck. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, is that Morgan Wallen? Just kidding. Morgan Wallen is canceled. Fuck him.
Who's he?
Morgan Wallen? He's like a very popular country artist, but there's
Is he racist?
A very incriminating video that came out like during quarantine. Yeah, where he was super drunk and his neighbors caught a video of him screaming
I saw
the word you don't want to scream.
What is it?
Why do you have such an evil look on your face?
You saw that, right? I was like, in my head, I was like, if she would say this,
I won't even sing it in a song. Like I sound like Kids Bop. I just bloop it out.
Yeah, you say trigger.
No, I say nothing.
You don't say anything?
No.
You gotta say something. Kids Bop at least change the words. You gotta kind of give it a little.
It's the new age Kids Bop.
Yeah. Oh. Have you listened to the new Kids Bop? Do you remember That's What I Call Music?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I was like scrolling through the commercials.
God, this is like torture. I'm so hungry.
You're hungry?
Mm-hmm. You have pizza rolls?
You want pizza?
I know, I'm kidding.
I can order you some food if you want some food. We could order the food. By the time we're done with this, boom, we'll eat. I will order you food right now on the show.
It's 9 o'clock.
I don't care.
I have to be at work.
Oh, you work tomorrow?
I work another 10-hour shift.
10 hours? I'm good. Thank God I work freelance. Fuck that. we get into the 8th hour. I'm like, hey, bro. Hey, bro, you wanna finish this tomorrow? Like, I'm kind of tired. You know? Who was that country singer? You said he said some just like racist shit?
Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Freeman? He can say whatever
very
he
different,
wants.
very different person.
You think Morgan Freeman can say what he wants?
Absolutely.
I think if Morgan Freeman were to go on the
he could call me a fat bitch to my face and I'd hug him.
I'd be enlightened. Actually, if he came up to me,
maybe she is.
If he came up to me and called me a fat bitch, just like how you said it, because I can't. Oh, you are a fat bitch. You know, I can't really get his. I can't get his voice. I tried. You know what I'm good at?
That's awful.
That's fucked up. I'm good at like listening to them and then saying it back. I think that's what I'm good at.
Okay,
but if he were to call me a fat bitch, no.
Have you watched? Sorry, this just popped into my brain. Have you watched the show? No,
we'll talk about that
I haven't watched it.
Good.
Have you? I know. I'll get to it. Have you watched?
Do you have Netflix? Just real quick.
Yes, I have Netflix.
That's a big Netflix show that you should have. I'm the type of person that will not watch what everyone's watching.
Yeah, I just take forever.
For instance, Game of Thrones, never seen it. I don't plan on it. I don't care.
But it's so good.
I do not care.
All right.
Something about that show,
whack.
And which was what I was saying earlier, shows like Vikings and stuff like that, I can't. Shows like that, I just can't. But you do have Netflix because you haven't seen Squid Games, and that worries me.
I haven't.
For you,
but have you seen Drunk History?
I haven't.
It's on a Hulu.
Don't I know it?
Did you actually?
So my Hulu plug broke up with me.
Oh my God,
I used to give this girl Amazon Prime, and she would give me Hulu. Not a good trade, by the way. Amazon Prime, you're paying like $130, for whatever, and then Hulu, you're only paying like $12.99 a month.
Yeah.
Well,
you
happened,
need to value yourself.
You know what she said?
What?
She was like, "Bring me a pizza every week, and I'll let you keep the Hulu."
Oh my God.
Oh my
Monster. Monster.
You know what I did after that?
You brought her a pizza, you fucking idiot.
No, why would... That's fucked up. People, we are canceling Caroline. No, listen to that. You know what I did? I went on my Amazon. I took every device off.
Oh, period.
I don't care if I knew what device it was. I took that shit all off. And then I changed the password.
Good.
I was like, all of this going, we're good.
Good.
Now I don't have Hulu.
I'm pretty sure my ex still uses literally every account.
What a dick.
Because that's a good thing about having a
fucking dick.
That's the best thing about having a lot of siblings is everybody has stuff and then we all just share.
Yeah. Well, I'm the oldest. My siblings are
They ain't got jobs.
middle school.
Middle school and they're not working? Losers.
I don't know what you did. Well, we're on number 4 now. So let's see where we're at. My number 4.
Oh my God, I forgot we were doing this.
My number 4 is kind of the one I'm going through right now.
Okay.
Because I got this outside part of my arm done.
I can't. What am I looking at? Oh, that's really nice.
So it's a
lady.
The Japanese goddess of music.
Oh.
Boom.
Meaning she has.
Throwing it on you. Wait.
Okay.
She's also the goddess of love.
No way.
And I don't know if you know.
No.
I'm a lover.
No, you little lover boy.
I'm a little lover boy. So I got her and then, yeah, I was getting her and then this is just a big session. So it's taking a lot of time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I can throw my other one in there since it's kind of like in between since this one's not technically done.
Yeah.
I got my One Punch Man. Do you know who One Punch Man is?
That's from an anime called One Punch.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at me.
That was actually pretty good. Oh my gosh.
Stuff.
So I know
stuff.
I have One Punch Man. Okay. I have this right here tattooed on my leg.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. The only reason I got this one was because I was sad.
And you said, let's do something.
So with this one, I got this one because my ex of 5-6 years, I haven't really sat down and done the math.
That's fine. You don't have to.
Yeah, well, thanks. 6 years, and I got this one because of that. I was like, I don't need no girl. I got my goddess. My goddess of love and music. So when I got sad, I would take off my shirt. It's really cool because, no, for real. You see how my shirt, it's kind of here? Mm-hmm. So, literally it cuts off, on my arm. Mm-hmm. I'll go up and it kind of looks like armor. I'm like, oh, I'm tough. So.
That was embarrassing. Take that part out.
No, it's staying in. Oh, it's staying because I'm proud of it. So, yeah. Thank you. Well, while I was getting this, I wanted a dub. I was like, you know what? I want to win one. Let me get just one win. So I got this one at a random tattoo shop. Walked in. I was like, I want this. How much? They overcharged me. And I knew it.
Classic.
I said, fuck it. I'm still going to do it. So I did it. And it's what I needed. I wanted to win, A lot of times people say their tattoos are like therapy. I feel that.
No, yeah. I feel very good after a new tattoo.
Oh, yeah. Fuck what?
Very good.
Fuck depression. I just got some ink.
Period.
You know what I mean? So what are we rocking with? What's your number 4?
My 4th session, I got 2 in 1 again. So I got...
Oh, the old...
twofer.
Oh, the twofer.
Yeah, the twofer.
Oh, okay. The old T&O.
So
TFO. 2 for 1.
You got there. You go. I was like, T-O what?
TFO.
I got the Ukrainian Trident of Independence.
And I knew that.
And you knew that?
I knew that. Let me see it. Just so I know what it... I know what it looks like.
Right.
Just so...
You didn't know, if mine looked, how it really looked.
Yeah.
You wanted to make sure I had it right.
To the camera?
And is it on?
That's fucked up. Because it wasn't.
And then I got my pray hands on my fingers.
And I know you pray.
I do be.
That one was more recent, wasn't it? That was one of your more recent ones? Or no?
I mean, it was in my 4th sesh. So it was more recent than the 3 before that.
How long ago? Well, I think what I'm asking is how long ago was that?
I don't know. But I only started getting tattoos 6 months ago. I went hard fast.
All of those are, all of those are new.
Yeah.
6 months is new.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah. Honestly, the way I see it, the only old tattoos I have are this one and this one. These are old. All of these are new. And one of these I got 6 months ago. But I like that though. What made you sort of jump into that? Just sort of getting heavily tatted? Because you said yourself, you're a teacher. Teachers don't just...
I've always liked tattoos.
I like that.
But
Wait. I needed to hear that.
It's a crossover.
Y'all know what episode this is. Go ahead.
I have this like little cutesy quirky thing I do where like I pass out a lot, and I never
No, stop. Fuck the tattoo. We can't go over this. Hold the fuck on. Cute quirky thing. And I have a story about a girl who passes out.
Is it me?
It wasn't cute. I'll tell you that. It was scary as hell.
Yeah, so mine's bad.
Let me hear yours. I'll tell you my experience with someone that passes out and what I was told.
I pass out when I'm very anxious. Yeah, it's really not cute. And I have something called vasovagal response.
And I knew that. I looked at you, I was like, Basil. I was like, she's got the vagal. She got it for sure. She looked like the type. I said, her response is really vagal. So that there's definitely something there. But go ahead. What is that?
It's where you look like you're having a seizure, but your brain's not being affected. So I start convulsing. So I pass out, and then I start convulsing. And then I wake up, and I'm fine.
So stay tuned. You know what I mean?
Then I wake up, and I'm fine.
Really?
Yeah, and I had never, like, I'm talking like any needle, like any vaccine that I did it.
Yeah.
Like anything. Literally, I went to get like contacts. I went to a consultation to get contacts. That bitch got this far from my eye. I was out.
No, I would be too, and I don't even have vasovagal condition.
But yeah, so the first time actually that I was around a needle or anything and didn't pass out was the COVID vaccine.
Really?
So then after I did that,
that's
after
how you know it's like, oh yeah, that, I need to get that.
I said after I survived that.
Yeah.
After I survived that.
It must have been scarier too.
Yeah, it was. But after I survived that, I was like, okay. Because I never got a tattoo because I was like, I'm going to pass out.
And I don't want to. And they're going to be weird.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
But then once I got the COVID vaccine, I didn't pass out. I was like, anything can happen.
Let's hit it.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I got a tattoo like a week later. And obviously I started like really, really small.
Yeah, cute stuff.
Yeah, a little.
Everyone does. Even I did.
Yeah, you did.
Mine was cute.
Yeah, know? But yours was right on the wrist. Like I purposely chose a spot that wasn't going to hurt too much.
Word.
Now when I did my fingers.
Girl, that looks painful to me. I don't know.
I had never sweat that much in my life.
Really?
I had never sweat that much in my life.
So, who did your finger tattoo? The same dude that's doing everything else?
No.
Ooh.
So.
Different guy?
Yeah, so all the ones I've shown you so far, his name is Lazy.
And I can tell.
Oh no.
Sounds good, right?
Well, his real name is Eberardo.
You gotta say Lazy.
But he goes by Lazy.
You know, his name's Lazy because people are too lazy to say his real name.
You know, that might actually be. I never asked him.
That's it.
I never said, hey, Lazy, why do they call you Lazy?
Show him this, and if he's right, he owes me a free tattoo. Call it. You know? Boom. We're in.
Yeah, wow. He was great. He was nice. And he was really good, like, because he knew how nervous I would get. So he was really good about that. And he's like a G, so that was like very cool of him to do that.
Yeah.
But he was famously like my ex's bestie. So once we broke up,
so is I on the block.
I broke up with my tattoo artist when I broke up. Well, when me and my man broke up.
Are you kind of like in between tattoos? I guess you could say. You know how you're like in between jobs?
No, literally the first time, because the first tattoo that Mike did was my gator.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, super cute, right?
We'll get there. We're not, go on.
And when I posted it, I remember like looking at who viewed my story. No, he didn't say anything, but I remember seeing that he viewed it and I was like, oh my God.
You felt it though.
Yeah.
Because I was like, times where like, the dudes will like, because I have dudes like, you know, I obviously want to be a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
And they ask, and, you know, I was like, yeah, I'll let you know. Once I posted this, I saw them look at it. I was like, oh, yeah. Like,
they're like, wow.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that.
Mm-hmm.
So number 4, which one was it? Did we already get to that?
Yeah, it was the same sesh.
No, your fingers. So we were talking about your fingers.
The finger.
Real quick. Fingers. Actually, this tattoo, the one with my friend, my friend's last name, UZB. Shout out Malik UZB. Rest in peace. Definitely a best friend of mine growing up. I love the guy. Awesome guy. He was a dick sometimes. I'll say it now. Because if you are allowed to listen to podcasts when you're dead, I want him to be like, yeah, I was kind of a dick. Because I'd be listening to that stuff and I'm like, well, not listening, but I'd be thinking about it. I'm like, a lot of times I'll be like, oh man, I miss Malik, you know? He would help me like get through skate stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now looking back at it, you always see it's like, oh, you know, I remember that one time I was trying to do this trick and it was so hard. Malik does it first try. Well, I fucking suck, you know? But now that you look back at it, it's like he was just trying to show us how easy it was. He was just trying to show us it was a whole nother thing. So it's like, you know, times where I'm like, he was being a dick. He was actually being a great guy.
Yeah.
He was actually just pushing us all the way.
All the way.
All the way. All the way.
Go big or go home.
And it's just, it's crazy to see that, like, how really the world ends up. You know, because who would have known that once... well, first of all, who would have known you'd leave your man?
Right.
And then who would have known you leave your tattoo artist? He's gone now, you know? Yeah. Oh my gosh. So.
But you know what? And if he's listening to this, I love you. I'm sorry.
Your tattoo
he
artist?
was my ex tattoo artist. This one, because I did like a little.
He did that.
No, but I was supposed to get it with him.
Okay.
Do you know how much he was going to charge me for this?
Your ex.
300.
Your ex tattoo.
My ex tattoo artist.
XT.
My XT was going to charge me 300. You know how much Mike charged me for this? 120. And he did a banging fucking job.
So let me be honest. He fucks with you. 120 for that?
He definitely thinks I'm super cool.
Oh my
He told me I'm one of his cool clients.
Stop. Show me your arm again. Is that your... Wait, are we on 4th now? Are we on 4 or 5?
We're on 5th.
We're on 5th.
5th was my sister's name. My sister.
What was 4?
4 was this and this.
So those were together?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on 5 now?
Yeah.
Boom, bam, boom. Let me get back to my story.
Yeah.
Real quick. This one will be quick. I went in there to get this tattoo finished because this tattoo, I think we're at 6 sessions now. All 7 hours or more.
Okay.
You know? Tattoo number 5. I went in smoking a cigarette and he tells me, he's like, hey, do you want a free tattoo? Hell yeah. He's like, all right, find a design. We were going to tattoo you at the same time. So I was getting my arm tattooed and I was also getting my...
Sorry, she gave me the look. I fell for it.
I saw the look.
God, I fell for it.
I love her. So at the same time that he was tattooing my arm, she's like, stick your leg out and turn it. Starts tattooing me. So that's actually...
You said, okay.
Yeah, this one right here.
That's cute.
Yeah,
I do like.
Everything's good. So where are we at now with you?
Number 5 is my sister's name. That's my sister who passed away.
Oh.
She passed away January 2020. Heroin overdose.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was like addicted to opioids for a long time and everything. She was the oldest of everyone. So I got her name. And then the flowers are Lily of the Valleys for the month of... That's the flower of the month of May. And she was born in May.
Taurus
Queen.
Oh my God.
Also our soulmate. It's Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus.
That kind of like...
Virgo, Pisces.
Wow, that kind of hit me. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Crazy.
You know, that's
so tattoo number 6.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I know a lot of people wouldn't think that would happen to someone like me.
Yeah. Whoa. Well, I think that's the crazy part is like people really do forget that everyone really has their own... What the fuck happened here? You know what I mean? Everyone has their own story. You know, everyone has their own experiences that you really don't get to see unless you talk to them. You know, because looking at you...
You're like, wow, super fun, super cool.
Exactly. No, Caroline, like, I'm not even kidding. Caroline, you are beautiful.
Thank you.
You are funny as hell.
Thank you.
You know, you're easy to talk to. That, you know, usually people that have been through something that traumatic, you don't really get that...
Bubbly.
That bubble.
The bubble.
You know, that little bubble. So how did you, I guess, overcome that? Hold on. I'm not done. I saw you starting to talk. Y'all saw that. She doesn't let people
No,
finish.
I was taking a fuck.
I'll put this down because I don't know what the camera looks like. I'm going to put that on the floor.
Oh, that's fine.
If you want some, I'll give it to you. How do you? Well, first of all, first things first. How do you take that in? Um, Once you take that in, how do you process that, and how do you, after processing that, how do you take that and act accordingly? Because one thing with you is I didn't know that that's what happened,
Mm-hmm.
but I did know it was something.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always look at someone else's life and it's like they're a little sadder than usual. They're talking about a certain person. I saw you, I saw
You
stuff
saw
where
the tweets.
I saw tweets where you talk about your sister, but it's like weird. Am I supposed to like DM you and be like, LOL, what did this mean? You know what I mean?
LOL, what happened?
LOL, yeah, like LOL JK. Oh my god, what the fuck? You know? That's kind of where I was at the time, where it's like, what's going on?
Right.
What, and not only what's going on, what did you do to, in the most clearest way, I guess, ground yourself? Because that's seeing. I've seen my fair share of death.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen my fair share of losing people, and it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand that it's not just someone dies. That's it. You really are missing a whole person.
Yeah.
So how did you, with everything that I just asked you, that's about 10 questions.
10 questions.
10 questions. Please turn it down into 1 or 2 minutes. But no, but for real, please.
You said pour your heart out, but
pour your heart out, but like, calm down. How did you, I guess, handle that?
Well, at first, not well.
Of course.
Yeah, it was like obviously really hard to take in, and at first, not me stuttering, and at first,
I noticed that. I didn't want to say anything. You said it. I kept it going.
At first, I don't know. I found a lot of things. Like I was even mad at her, for kind of like, like that sounds really awful, but like, why'd you do this to yourself? Like, why'd you do this to us? And then there was like the guilt of like, what could I have done, when of course really there's nothing you can do. That's not up to you.
Of course.
So like coming to terms with those things was like obviously really difficult, but I don't know, eventually I think for a long time, because there was also like people in my family were blaming other people, like saying that they didn't handle it responsibly. That
like who? If you don't anything I ask, you do not have to answer.
Well, I won't say who, but like some people in my family were blaming.
In the family, okay.
Yeah, like my parents, and saying like they didn't.
Are we not fucking with your parents during this?
No, I am.
Okay, we are.
I am, because at the end of the day, I'm like, we all lost her.
Yeah, of course.
So nothing really matters anymore. Yeah. But some people felt that they didn't like handle her addiction well, or like take it as seriously as it should have been, or
they could have done things differently.
Exactly, and that would have saved her. That's supposedly
hard. That's hard. Yeah,
so there was like lots of feelings. But I don't know. Eventually, I was just like, I mean, I was right to be sad. Obviously, like my sister passed away, but eventually, I was just like, I'm not honoring her by like making this about me.
Right.
Like, by being like, oh my God, like I lost her, or being like, what could I have done to save her? Like, this isn't about me. Like, It's tragic. Like, of course, how she passed away. And like, I hate to think that she didn't feel like seen or loved, or like didn't value herself enough to try and change her habits. But like, it happened. And there were so many like amazing things about her that I tried to like. One thing about her is that she did whatever she wanted. Like, we always called her a nomad. Like you would get a call from like,
you love those type of people though,
yes. And my stepmom would always say like, she would just get a call from like New Mexico and be like, oh, like
New Mexico.
Sierra must be in New Mexico. Like she would just wander.
That was
like,
her name, Sierra.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So like anything she wanted to do, she would just
Sierra
do it
with a C.
Yeah.
So it's Sierra.
She was big C, and I was little
Sierra.
C.
There's like Sierra with like an S. And there's a Sierra. This is Sierra.
Literally, when my dad gave us our Christmas envelopes, he put just a big C and then a little C, and she was the big C, and I was the little
C.
I am.
Was she taller than you?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like nowadays
it's not hard to be taller than me.
That's what I was about to say. nowadays there's not really much of like like a standard you really have to reach to beat you. It's kind of just you're born, you're already taller than Caroline.
Literally, anytime I'm talking about a guy and I'm like, he's tall, they're like, okay, Caroline, tall,
right,
like to
on,
you,
move on.
or
move on, like how tall is he really? You got to do that's
5'5".
You got to do that's 5'5". You're like, oh my god, he's so tall. No.
Yeah,
6 foot. How's that?
Too tall.
That's too tall.
Too tall.
I don't think we
like Pari. When me and Pari used to walk, I was like, bro, like
no,
you can't even hear me down here. We're yelling at each other.
I gotta look up to Pari, and I'm 6 foot. So if we're already too tall, because remember we're soulmates.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now I'm like tallying with how like when you like, oh, she likes me not.
That put you on like a hard she likes me not.
Too tall, she likes me not. You're already out. So it's kind of the same thing when I saw Pari. I was like, he likes me not. I saw Pari and I had to like kind of, I'd be like, so what are we recording today? What are we recording today, Pari?
Had to readjust the entire mic.
Yeah, I had to kind of, my neck started. Actually, my mic doesn't go any taller.
Oh,
he
be rapping like
my mic goes just as tall for Pari to just look straight. I swear.
Okay. It's
just he's tall.
He's
a tall guy.
He's a big boy.
But we'll get back to the more serious topic. We kind of steered off from that. And that's what I love. That's what I was like always shooting for my podcast.
Mm-hmm. Chaos.
I want to get
chaos.
I want to get deep at the same time, because what I love about the human,
mm-hmm.
Is that like there's much more to us than literally meets the eye. Like social media nowadays really just shows face value.
Yeah.
Of who we want the people to think we are.
Right.
There's much more than that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know. Pari's hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Why do we keep making everything about? Is this his podcast? This is for him.
I made this just for him. Actually, well, I'll be honest. The only reason I talk about Pari so much, and he knows this,
you adore him.
I adore him. I love him. He is the only reason that I am allowed to work as an engineer full time.
Aww.
Because once me and him started working together, what he did was he told everyone.
Aww.
He told all his homies. He told everyone. And you know what? They started working with me.
Aww.
I've been doing this alone for years where I'm like, working alone. Nothing's really happening. Once he came into the picture, everything started popping off for me. Where I'm like, all right, I got to get certified. I got to do this. I got to do that. He's a big reason why I'm able to do a lot of what I'm allowed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, he knows that. But he's not like...
he's not like a I put you on type of guy.
Yeah, which is what I love about him.
Yeah.
Because I'll make fun of him. There's nothing better than making fun of, like, artists. That's the funnest thing ever. Oh, my God. You ever be... Girl, I'm telling you, come through one day when I'm recording someone.
Okay.
And just
listen, tear their shit apart.
Just listen to them do ad-libs.
Oh, no. No, one of my favorite videos of all time is fucking Dexter doing his ad-libs. Fucking hilarious.
Ad-libs are another story. You really find, like, this is the most embarrassing shit ever. Like, I'll have an artist going, and I'll be like, hey, redo that. You know what I mean? Hey, redo that. All right, bro. It's gotta be. I'll redo it. But it's so funny to me, like the shit that happens a lot of times when I'm working with artists.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've done this shit for such a long time, like in my just me on my computer. It's really awesome to see that everyone has their own style.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has their own style and everything, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Are we on... Wait, why the fuck do we keep doing this? I swear, we always get to, like, a good topic to where it's like, whoa, we're getting deep,
and then we just make jokes.
We're like, yeah, okay, it's my fault. Is it my fault? I feel like I'm too funny.
My God. You're so cringe.
Look,
oh, my God. I'm too funny.
Okay, so...
You just hit the reset button.
Yeah, I kind of just had to. Wow. Did it hurt? Did the tattoo hurt?
No, I don't remember. This one was my first time where like, cause he had a very steady hand. And like he like would do the whole line like perfectly right, but he would do it like slow because he wanted to do it nice and everything. And I just remember like when he was doing the super long, like, he'd be talking to me like halfway done, almost there.
Oh, you said that.
You're doing great. Yeah, like he would talk me through my tattoos. That's why I loved him so much.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that's great. What's the longest you've been under?
Not like knocked out,
this one like under a needle. Oh, word. Okay, so that's.
And that was like.
Is that your fifth?
An hour and a half.
Okay, so. The one on my leg I showed you, that one was free, right? Because I said, yeah, sure, I'll get your apprentice will tattoo me while you tattoo me. That's what that was. He had told me, he was like, yo, if you get my apprentice 5 clients, I'll give you a free tattoo. I was like,
you said,
nah, Caroline, I said. So I did that. When I walked up, but he had told me get her 5 clients, his apprentice, and I will give you a free tattoo.
You had 5 people in there that day,
and I took that personal. You know what I mean? I took that very personal,
right?
And I had 5 people within the next week.
Of course, 2 weeks later, naturally.
2 weeks later, he hits me up. He doesn't hit me up. I'm lying. His apprentice hits me up and says, "Hey, do you want to come in tomorrow for a free tattoo? You got me 5 clients. I want to give you my free tattoo."
You said, "I will be there immediately."
Hold on. In my head, I said, I thought it was a free tattoo from him. Because that's what he had said at first. Yeah. So I was kind of like, hold on.
You said, "But are you good though?"
I didn't say that.
I would have said that.
I sent her the tattoo idea I wanted.
To see if she'd panic.
She said, yeah, I can do that. I'm like, okay, I'll be there tomorrow.
Plain and simple.
Straight like that. So I had these 2 for free. Boom, bam, boom. Boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. I go in another day and I get the one on my leg, on my thigh for low. I think this one's a little harder to say.
Why?
Because she hooked it up.
Oh,
she should not have charged me $100.
Oh.
But it was really cheap. Like really cheap where I'm like, whoa, you did a lot of work.
Did you poison me?
Well.
Was this poisonous ink?
I'll tell you what. Let me tell you this. And I've wanted to tell this story. I told myself, I was like, I'm going to tell this story, but I don't know when I'm going to tell it. So I was actually getting a tattoo. As one does. As one might be doing. And that's why I wanted you as a guest. Because you, Caroline, you complete me in a way that no other woman would.
Here he fucking goes.
Yeah, it's the effing.
It's the effing.
It's the effing getting to him. It's effing getting to him.
It's effing getting to him.
It's effing getting to him. Well, I was there getting my tattoo and everything, and I'm over here chilling. I'm Caroline, I'm a man.
No. What?
Yeah.
That was not apparent to me.
No, yeah. No, yeah. So I'm over here getting my tattoo, and I'm a cool guy. I'm a cool guy.
Naturally.
And I'm looking over, just chilling. And in the corner, I'm right here. This is here. Corner, right where you're at. I see this girl tattooing.
She bad?
Hold on, Caroline. Hold on. Because I'm going to take a drink.
Dang, she must be. Cheers to her. Oh, God, animal.
Please, by all means. I'm sitting there getting tattooed, and I look over in the peripherals. That's what you call it. She's thick. Caroline, when I tell you she's thick, I mean it. She has thick. And I'm not a creep. I'm going to say
really?
that
Are you
now.
sure? You sound a little bit like it.
Now, I am not a creep. Because a creep will be like, it was more like this. I was kind of just like, just like having my day, My eyes got bigger as soon as I see the ass, but I don't want to stay on the ass. I want to look away and be surprised elsewhere. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
boom. I got ass in my peripherals, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She's looking good. She's tattooing someone.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know if you guys, I really don't know what you guys see, but her butt is pointed out. Her legs are in such a way where she's kind of like this.
Oh, God.
You see that? You like that?
No.
That's where she was. So if you don't like that, that's what.
Then I wouldn't have enjoyed that.
You wouldn't have enjoyed that. I did. I liked it. So I'm looking at that, and I'm like, wow, that is thick. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, that's wow. Move along, because I'm a gentleman. I'm not a perv. That's gonna be like, damn, shawty.
After he spent 60 seconds describing her ass, I'm not a perv.
15. What, describing it? Yeah, probably. But the reason why I'm describing it so well is just so you can kind of get in my point of view, because nowadays, and this is also me as a person where I am flawed.
Yes,
nowadays,
you are.
Where you see
Lord, you are. Christ.
And that's coming from my soulmate. So you guys are really getting the real truth and getting tattooed, whatever. And then boom, bam, boom, thank you. Boom, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
As a, I say that often. She comes up and she looks me in the face.
No.
And she's like staring at me while I'm getting tattooed. I'm like this.
I know the feeling.
I'm kind of like, it hurts. It hurts, definitely. And I look down at her and, we kind of make eye contact. She's like staring me in the, Caroline, she's staring me in the pupils of my soul.
Yes.
Being my soulmate.
Okay, what happens next? You have me on edge.
No, I know. That's why I'm a good storyteller, to where I build.
I'm getting exhausted.
I'm already exhausted. You know what she says?
What?
I know you.
No.
She says, I know you. And then she says, my actual name. Well, my name is Juan Tunin. Mm-hmm. She doesn't say Juan. She says my middle name. And when she said that, I was like, everything stopped. And I was like, who are you? Immediately. Because
who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? I went from damn shawty to who the fuck are you? Because I was so scared that I had no idea who this was. And she says, I know you. I know you. I know who you are. I was like, how? How? Who are you? And she ends up telling me, she was like, I used to date your friend back in middle school. And I was like, she wasn't gay. She liked men. She was like, yeah, back when I was a guy, me and her used to be in a relationship. As soon as she said that, everything, it's kind of like, it hit me. I was like, trans. She was tattooing me the other day.
Thick.
I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. That's what I said to myself. That's what I said to myself. I was like,
as you shouldn't.
I was like, for real. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And that's where I learned, like, nowadays, because right now we're at a point in like history. I will say history. I will say that.
Does it sound cliche? Yes. But you're saying it.
But we're at a point in history where trans people,
mm-hmm.
gay people,
mm-hmm.
anyone with a different norm
mm-hmm.
is being put on the limelight.
Mm-hmm.
And we really need to take these experiences and take these moments that we have learning about what we learn within them, And to me, that was, you kind of get it. I could tell. So to me, that moment right there where I was like, holy fuck, she's bad as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I was always like, I would never get with a trans person.
Right. You're like, actually, I absolutely would.
Now I'm like,
I can name one.
I can name one. I will say one. That's where I'm at right now, to where it's like,
there's nothing wrong with that. That's a woman.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, and that's what I was really clouded about.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, now I'm more like that, because it's really about something more than just she got a dick, she got a vagina.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different world now that you really have to take into account. And it's really cool for me to see that, because I was really, I'm going to be honest, like, for me, it was really about, and a lot of people in the music game are really like, I ain't gay, this and that, boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are really weird like that. Like,
yeah.
Because I guarantee you, she doesn't know that I was thinking about this whole dialogue in my head where I'm like, oh my God, she's fine as fuck, but she's trans, but hold up, I still fuck. That's not what's going through her head. That's not what's going through her head. Her head is like, let me finish this tattoo.
Yeah.
And that's where I think a lot of us fuck up on.
Very different realities.
Yeah. Where what we do as people is we will insert our realities into someone else's experiences. And that's not right. That's definitely not right. I see that now with my baby brother and sister. I'm like, dude, why would you do that? I'm like, he's just a kid.
Yeah.
He don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what the fuck going on.
I don't know what the fuck going on. And that's the crazier part. No matter how long I've stayed on this earth, no matter how long I've tried to learn, I don't know shit.
I know that's right.
I mean, what are we going to do? You know? I think this is the last episode.
What? The first and the last.
You know, it's like
he had an existential crisis.
I have thought too much about myself, but I can't keep it going. Real quick, though, we are at a little bit over 2 hours.
Jesus.
I will hit this until 4 or 5. I don't care. I'm having a great time with you. This is so much fun.
Do you know how long my podcasts are?
Yes. Longest you've been has been about 40.
Yeah.
45.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
I want them to listen to it on their car ride home from work.
No. You have to take shifts. You have to get a team together and listen to this.
Take notes.
Some people are going to know Caroline's happy. Other people are going to know she's sad. Other people are going to know this. Other people are going to know that. That's what my goal.
Okay.
That's not my goal.
That's fair.
That's not it.
That's fair. Then I can still be a little mysterious and sexy. We came full circle.
Well, what I'm thinking now is we're at the 2-hour mark where people don't really listen.
You think, like, they're doing chores now. They're doing their laundry. They're vacuuming their room.
They gave up.
They're probably doing homework.
I'm doing homework at this point. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense.
But that's fine.
Like podcasts.
We did it. You did it.
We did it. We're not
congrats.
done yet, girl. We're still going.
Yeah, but like, congrats. Like, look at you.
Do you think so?
Look at this moment.
Do you think I've done good?
Yeah.
Be honest.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I've had plenty of like people who, if you listen to the one with my sister, it's funny because the first 5 minutes we're just laughing about like how stressed she was about being on the podcast. And she literally admits like driving to my house, she was practicing her podcast voice.
Yeah.
Like people get really like nervous about this kind of stuff. So
I mean, let's be honest. I practiced the fuck out of mine.
Is it closing time?
I think it's closing time. I think the world just turned it off.
They said enough. Fucking enough.
Real quick.
You've probably realized by now that you don't really like my personality. And that's fine. I collect pops. I also collect squishmallows.
What the fuck is that?
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, what's squishmallows?
Squishmallows, they're stuffed animals, but they're like collector's items now. They're really hard to find and they can get like very expensive. And like me and my best friend Sophia, we go like squishmallow hunting because they're only sold in select stores. And so like you gotta like when a drop happens, like you gotta get the fuck. Like you gotta get the fuck.
This is the Jordans of like
stuffed animals.
Oh,
we don't fuck around. Yeah.
Okay.
I love squishmallows. Squishmallows.
Mallows.
It's one word, but it's fine. It's fine.
Wait, let's slow down and lose that attitude. How about that?
Can you tell your daughter to close her legs? Are you serious? There's a guest here.
She's a whore. So her mom was actually a whore.
I believe it.
Why would you say that to her? Oh my gosh. Squishmallows. So squishmallows are these little...
Look at it!
What the fuck? This is just a beanbag.
But some, like, you can get small ones. You can get, like, really big ones. Like, I have a really big shark one.
So this is basically what you
No, my best friend Sophia, dude, like, her room, like...
This is your friend Sophia's
No cap,
room.
it kind of looks like that sometimes.
Dude, that's not cute.
And we are grown women.
You are grown women. How, is it rude to ask you how old you are?
22.
That's rude. I'm sorry I asked.
No, it's not rude.
You're right. That was so rude. 22?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How old are you?
That's rude.
You're old? You're 24.
Whoa, wow. Good job.
Soulmate.
Literally what I was thinking. When you said that, I was like...
How she know me?
Soulmate.
How she know me so well?
Soulmate. When's your birthday?
July 12th.
July 12th. Are you doing anything for that day? I mean...
Oh my God, it's like so far away.
Yeah, it's like so far away. Well, how about this? Did you do anything for your birthday?
Oh, I did something.
What'd you do? Oh, come on. Well, come on now.
No, there's just something that happened on my birthday that was so trash. But
we just couldn't. We can't talk about it.
No, we can.
Okay.
Whatever. I did a bunch. Like my birthday was really good this year.
Text you that day.
We were still together.
I needed to hear that.
So, my birthday this year was really good.
Yeah.
My friends did like really awesome stuff for me, like every day, because my birthday was on a Sunday, which was cool.
Okay.
So like every day starting like Thursday, like a different group of friends like took me to do something, which is like super fun, super cool. Lots of drinking, you know, I do be doing that. On my actual birthday, very Nova-esque of me, did a brunch.
I love brunch.
In Clarendon.
Oh.
Like that's as Nova as it gets right there.
I love brunch. Yeah.
So
definitely. Here
we are. Barbell, setting the scene.
Oh, BB. You're at BB.
We're at BB.
Yeah, you're definitely.
We're at BB. We're shaking ass. We're taking shots.
Soulmate energy.
Typical Sunday.
Yeah.
So we've been drinking all day. Mind you, like it's terrifying how well I drink. Like for such a small person, I can take like a lot of alcohol. So like drinking for 8 hours for me is like fine. Like I can handle it. Like I got my shit under wraps. I also know my limits really well. My ex, he's a little different. He was always more of a smoker. And yeah, he was way too drunk. Like he started slurring his words. I was like, oh no, like baby boy's he's fading.
Sorry, but if you're more of a smoker and you can't transfer over to drinking, grow up. You know what I mean? You're insulting me again. I've been taking this show down, like it's juice. Dude, if you can
You're gonna bring up the juice right now?
You want me to chug this? I will. If you can smoke nonstop, dude, come on. You can keep up with your girl drinking.
Well, he didn't. And he got so drunk that so like we're at a table, right? And there's a group of people at the table next to us.
Okay.
I'm like not sitting in the booth. I'm not sitting in the booth. I'm standing.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing this cute little like cream and black little leopard print.
I love cream and black.
Yeah, literally. And it's got like little poofy shoulder things.
Poofy, that's it. I'm done.
It has like the little, I don't know how to explain the top part. And then it was actually surprisingly not form fitting. Cause I always wear it. But it was like, form fitting, like tight.
Oh,
so it was like tight on my hips, so you could see like my little curves, but it wasn't on, like it didn't show my ass. So
okay,
he goes to the bathroom.
What a pig!
He's walking back. Now this is his side of the story. He thought she was me. She wasn't.
He's lying.
Yeah,
dude, are you serious?
I fell for it too.
I am lost.
Wait, let me finish though.
Real quick, just so I can go together. Was this like a day for you guys?
No, like all my friends are there.
Okay, so this is just like a regular hangout type shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the table next to us, we didn't know them. They were not our people.
Fuck that table.
But yeah, like she's wearing the same style of dress, not same color. Her hair is long and brown. He swears he thought it was me. He grabs her and she starts dancing on him. This happens for maybe 10 seconds before he realizes.
Does he really realize?
He turns around. I'm not even going to say what happens next. Yeah, there
we go. I saw you.
He freaks out and he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought it was you, blah, blah, blah. I forgave him. I thought he was being genuine. Do I now think he was being genuine? I don't know. I'm just going to decide that it doesn't matter because we're not together.
We'll let you guys pick.
In the comment, drop a comment.
Drop a comment. Was he a whore? If he was, drop it. If he wasn't, drop soulmate.
He doesn't even know this, but I know that his friends were like, oh, damn, David got away with cheating again. And I was like...
Let's get some soulmates in the comments.
I said, again?
We'll get whore in the comments if he's a whore. Soulmates if me and Caroline are soulmates.
Oh my god.
So
Doritos, if you like me and these Doritos. I hope the Doritos win.
That hurts, Caroline, because
look at this sexy little chip.
No, because
look at this sexy
Caroline,
little chip.
No, Caroline, because I said,
dude, these headphones won't stay on my head anymore.
I said I look great. Hey, you know what, Caroline? Do this. Have one ear out. This is a rapper trick.
No, I want to hear.
Well,
I can't hear you.
That's why the ear's out.
What?
So what we do is we have one ear out. That's it. I'm done. I'm done here. Well, anyway, when that happened, did you like? Yeah, go back because you kind of just like.
I acted up. I did something I'm not proud of.
What did you do?
But I smacked him. It was first instinct.
Who wouldn't? Let's be honest.
I'm a mature adult. You should never hit your partner. I do not condone that, no matter what he's done.
I condone it.
I should have just walked away.
I condone it. If you were a man cheating on a woman, you deserve to get slapped.
Yeah.
If you are a woman cheating on a man, that is not okay. And I don't think you deserve to get slapped. But,
leave her.
But
turn her in for fraud to the IRS.
But if you get slapped, I mean, come on. We're being a great person. I always hate violence against women, but I love violence against men. When a man gets hit in
it does spark a joy in you, unparalleled.
It kind of gives you something where it's like he deserves this.
Oh, as a man, yeah.
And Caroline, as your soulmate, if anyone were to hurt you, I want them to get hurt. So I'm really glad that they got hit in the face. And you know what? A podcast came from it in a way, you know? Would you feel like that was a part of like the stuff that really pushed you to do this?
I feel
it just like what you said?
I think it was the beginning of the end, because then I was very kind of like gaslighted. Like then he did the whole like
I didn't do this, I didn't do that.
Well, no, like literally like same day he tried to break up with me. And I was like, you're leaving me because you're so because he was so upset. He was so upset that he did that to me, that he wanted to break up with me. And I was just like, that is like insanely narcissistic. So yeah, I feel like it was the beginning of the end.
We're content creators. You know that. I feel like you yourself, even unconsciously knowing it, you are putting yourself in a bubble to where you really have to start thinking about what you're saying, you know?
Okay.
Even without even knowing it. You know, we kind of like, I feel like I catch myself saying this when, instead of saying, you know, fuck this person, I will say, well, fuck this person, but I also like kind of agree with this and that. Do you feel like you've started to do that a little lately? Like
no.
Sort of.
I feel like I went the opposite way.
You feel like you just sort of said,
I found a freedom.
Really?
I was like, well, also because like not to be like obviously like I'm not perfect. I have my flaws, but like
people are stupid. Yeah. Let's be honest. You might not be saying it that mean. I'm saying it that mean, that people nowadays sort of don't understand the deeper of what we're actually saying.
I don't think people are stupid.
I think they're stupid.
I'm not that angry of a person.
I'm angry. I'm pissed the fuck off. She's okay with you guys. All of you are fucking idiots. Go ahead.
That's it. I'm not.
That's all you have for? I just call them fucking idiots. You're not gonna.
I love you guys.
I guess. Well, for me, it's more. I guess so I could describe it a little better. Nowadays, I've had problems with especially nowadays, because it's not just you're making this content and you're doing this, you're doing that. You really have to start thinking about the effect that our words are starting to say on other people. And even now, because I was talking to another friend of mine, another nice little Asian friend of mine. Great guy. I love him. His name's Thor. Shout out Thor. He might be on the next episode. I don't know. That one might be too racist to air, because me and him are really. He'll make fun of Mexicans. I'll make fun of Asians.
That's your humor.
We know we're not insulting each other, but we know like the conversation has to get here, because when we were in Boston together, there was a lot of. I mean, I was living in Boston when all the Trump stuff was happening.
Oof.
You know, the whole China virus, the whole this.
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
That. dude, people were hating Asians.
Yeah, for sure.
And I loved them.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved them, but I couldn't say, like, I couldn't do an Asian joke without it being taken wrong. Because now we're not just talking about, oh, let me say an Asian joke and this and that. No, we're talking about, I'm hurting people's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And now I'm supporting a whole movement that is literally about destroying a whole culture.
Mm-hmm.
It really hurts. And it really, like, makes you think about a lot of the things you're saying. And I know now it's like, it's funny because this whole podcast, I have been outlandish and have been like, I've been pushing it because I love it. I love pushing it, you know? It's fun. What I'm saying is it must be a shock to you. It's like, oh my God, he's getting serious.
No.
So I want to hear.
It's not shocking to me.
I hope it is.
It's not. You're not surprising.
Fuck. Fuck. Well, shit. But I guess that's what I'm asking you. Because, well, for other people, it might be surprising. But what I'm saying for you, now that you're a content creator, because that's what you are, Caroline. I know earlier we were talking.
You're working so hard to ingrain it in my head.
Because I want you to think that. I literally want
Well, I mean, I am.
I want Caroline to wake up tomorrow and be like, yeah, that's what I am. Because I tell this to all of my artists. When you come here to record, I don't want to know your real name. I don't know any of my artists' real name. Pari, I don't know his real name.
Are you serious?
I don't want to know it either. Don't try to say it to me.
Oh my God.
I know people know it. I don't want to know his real name. So I tell them, don't tell me your real name.
I know his full government name.
I know. And a lot of people do. I tell them, don't tell me your real name because to me, you are the artist that is in front of me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's why my artist name is just my name. That was on purpose because it's just me.
There we go. That's where I was getting at with what I was saying. Like I want that.
Yeah.
You know, you guys.
I don't want a persona.
You guys are artists to me. You know, you guys. When Pari comes in, that's Pari. That's not whoever the fuck his real name is. No, that's Pari. When Mundane comes in, I know Mundane's real name, and that's because I think Pari introduced me that. To be honest, but like when it comes to him, same thing. Like, don't tell me your real name. Mundane, don't tell me your real name. Murder Rock, don't tell me your name. Kiba, don't tell me your real name because to me, you are the artist that's in front of me. Mm-hmm. And I'm not seeing you as just some random kid. I'm seeing you as my artist. Mm-hmm. I want you to grow. And in a way, I kind of see you as that right now. Obviously you're not my artist, but you're definitely someone in the podcast game where I give you that respect, that type of level to where you're not just a guest. You are Carol. You know what I mean?
Period.
Yeah. Well, like, not just Cariad, but like, for real. You have other people are here. You're here in my eyes. Is the way I see you now.
Are we having a moment on the
We're
podcast?
having a moment, and I mean, we're soulmates.
Right.
So,
obviously.
if we haven't had a moment by now,
embarrassing.
We would be over by now. You know what I mean? Like, we would have been broken up. But I see you as someone with like an influence, I guess you could say.
Well, thanks.
And it's different telling someone like someone new as an artist, someone new as a content creator, because it's always like there's that wall that's like, no, I'm not that. But I want you to know that yes, you are. You're 5 episodes in. You know what I mean? You're an album in already. For an artist, that's an album.
Right.
5 episodes, that's 5 songs. If anything, you're doing more worth than 5 songs. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I worked all night today, I could maybe write 1 song. This is like two podcasts worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you feel being a part of that now? Do you feel like you're a part of that, or do you feel like you're just talking?
I mean, sometimes I do feel like a part of it, like, and it's those moments when like people that like you really don't know like reach out to you and like say like, oh, like when you said this and this on your show, like that really hit me, like thanks for what you're doing, like thanks for putting your positive energy out there and everything. And then you're like, oh dang, because you always have like, or at least I always have that moment, like no matter how many episodes I release, like that split second before I hit the little button, I'm like, no one's gonna listen to this, but I still do it because I'm like, well, I love it, so like who cares, like I don't, if nobody listens to this, like I will.
Is that how you go? So that's how you go apart about your episodes, like no one's gonna listen to this?
No, like I know that people will, but it's just like that, like fear of like putting yourself out there.
Headset you have.
Yeah, like it's like I feel so good about
Keep
it,
that.
So much confidence.
Yes, I love that.
And then
so much
like
about
that
you.
split second right before, I'm like,
no one's listening to this.
Yeah.
I'll tell
and
you
that's
what,
fine.
You need to keep that. You need to keep that because as an artist, back in the day, I'm looking now to where I was making music and I'm like, hell yeah. I love this music. I love this. I love that. But
everyone's gonna love this.
I'm like, no one's gonna listen to that. No one's gonna listen to this. But like now that I'm older and like I'm kind of thinking about the shit I'm putting out, I lost that. And I'm telling you right now, keep that. You want to keep that.
It keeps you humble.
It keeps you humble. Not only that, it keeps you working.
Yeah, it does.
It keeps you, all right, I dropped this. Now I'm gonna drop this. Now I'm gonna drop this. For me, I was at a really stagnant place. Whereas like I'm not dropping everything I'm recording and it was just really hard.
Something I learned about podcasts though, and it makes a lot of sense. I was listening to a podcast about podcasts.
As one does.
And he said this and I was like, dang, like that's so true. As he was like, there's like a time like your first 3 shows, right?
Yeah.
You're riding that fucking high. Like you're feeling good, you're feeling heard, you're like, dang, people are eating this shit up.
People are listening to me.
And then the next 20 to 30 after that, like just stagnant. And I was like, well, like dang, shows? Like that yeah. And I was like, well, dang, that sucks. But he was like, it's because the thing about podcasts is people want a show they can binge. Like when people see it's like Netflix. Like when you see a show and then you see it's a limited series, you have that moment where you're like, fuck that. Like, yeah. They're going to get me hooked and then they're going to leave me hanging.
That's a good way to see it. I've
never thought about so that's something that motivates me a lot. Is I'm like, okay, even if I'm not getting a lot of pickup right now, like when I have a bunch of shows out there, like people are going to want to like listen to my shit because they see there's a lot.
In a different limelight.
Yeah, as like a commitment. Like you want people to see your podcast as a commitment. That's how you keep listeners.
Well, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier. Like right now, we're literally just content creators. Like we're literally just people just making shit. But it literally takes a split second for you to become a content creator to someone.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like even now that I'm working with, Pari, his last song has like 20K listens. All the other music I'm working on, it's like getting at least 1K, like this and that. Even after I'm thinking about that shit, I'm like, nah, like there's more.
Yeah.
There's more and there's more. There's always that like goal we want to set for ourselves, and we want to try to like reach it. I guess what I'm going for is, what do you feel like your next goal is, or what do you in that sense, what is your next goal and what do you feel like you need to do to accomplish that?
Honestly, like I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. Like I'm totally fine with that.
I love that for you.
Thanks, bestie. Yeah, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. Like I said, like like you've thrown some ideas at me, like ways I could move forward, but like I don't I like what I'm doing, so I want to keep doing it how I'm doing it.
How you doing it?
Doing it how I'm doing it.
Well, it kind of goes back. Are you like looking for guests? Like, are you kind of like, that's the person I want?
I have on my phone.
Or is it kind of like, hey, come on in,
I have on my phone like a list of like 20 people right now that I'm like, those would be like great guests. And it's for all different reasons. Like, it's like, oh, that's someone who like, they have a lot of wisdom, or that's someone who like has their own small business. So that would be great to like get traction for both of us. Like there's different kinds of like value when it comes to guests.
For real, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's crazy? Like we have to talk about people in that way. You want to learn something new about yourself. Do you feel like that's your goal every single time? To like try to That's crazy, right?
We're not done with the podcast. The podcast is done with us.
Literally. Oh my God. This thing kind of just fell on its own.
Yeah, it did.
And you know, I kind of see where it messed up, but I'm going to keep it like this because we keep pushing no matter what. And that's what this podcast is about. That's crazy. Because for me, that was a big thing about getting things started. Was like, I mean, for me in music, like a lot of times was people didn't take me serious. People didn't take my music serious. This is that, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. That I'm like, okay, it's time to take this podcast serious. So that's why I bought the arms, I bought the mic, you know. A thing that I was afraid of is asking you to be a part of my podcast and you would come here and think poorly of me.
Really?
That was a big fear of mine. Oh. Where I didn't know what you were working with. I didn't know what you were doing. I didn't know anything. Because I feel like we're good, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like,
we could do this again.
We're soulmates.
We have like more to talk about.
We're soulmates. Like if we don't get married on the next episode, that's something's going on.
We gotta give the people what they want.
Yeah. Like if we don't something's going on if we don't get married on the next episode, right? Okay, it's good. So I feel that same way too. Well, I feel like we've done good.
Yeah, and thank you. Right? Thank you for asking me to be on. Thanks for being such a good host.
You think I was?
Yeah, I think you were.
For real?
Yeah, and thanks for, putting yourself out there.
Do you think I was, though?
Yeah, because that's what you got to think about. Like, somebody's going to listen to this, and they're going to genuinely enjoy it, and you did that.
I did this.
You did that.
I don't know.
You're just creating those moments.
Is that what you say to yourself, though? Like, I want to be... It's like, in my head, I'm not done. You know, I feel like right now I'm still not done. Because, I'm going to say 120 plus 120.
You picked a bitch with bedtime.
Literally.
That was your bad.
I know, and I have to fix this. Well, you know what? Next time I'll get you on here. You're not leaving this house. You know
just bring me on at like 10 a.m.
No.
And then we could just talk all day.
Girl, forget that. I'm going to buy you some PJs. I'm going to like get you a whole fit. I'm gonna,
yes, slumber party. Should we watch a movie and do a podcast while we watch, like, just commentary?
Yeah. That's probably one of my episodes. I know you're kidding.
No, I'm dead ass. I love commentary. It's hilarious.
No.
I'm a commentary queen.
Because, well, I guess we're getting at the point where this is it, right?
This is it, but it's not the end for us.
Well, this is it. This is not the end for us because me and Caroline are what you would call soulmates.
We've only said that 3 million times.
We've said that enough to where people are like, oh yeah, they're definitely soulmates. Yeah, when I saw Caroline, I was like, this is the woman I want to spend my whole podcast with. And
that was good. I was like, what is he about to say? What is he about to say?
If I said life, you would have been like, whoa.
I would have been uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can tell. I felt it.
I was like, don't do it.
I felt it. I was about to say life, and she was like,
I was like, I hope my crush don't watch this.
Yeah, definitely. And I was like, podcast with, definitely.
And you did, so.
And I did. And I mean, she's gorgeous.
Period.
She's beautiful. I don't know if the camera has been working enough to get her this whole time. If it has, if it hasn't, I don't care. You will get some kind of picture of her to where you see the beautiful Caroline. And if you don't, please comment on the podcast. And I will personally take her to dinner and do a whole other podcast.
I was like, are you going to start selling pictures of me? Is this like, what are you getting at?
Oh my God. OnlyFans, at onetunein.caroline, and we will get everything out there as much as we can. Please, I hope everyone supports the podcast.
Yeah, of course.
Check out Caroline at
I'm on Apple Podcasts as of right now. That's where you find me.
Start over.
I needed to hear that.
Boom, boom. Caroline, she is at Caroline Driggers at Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. What do you call it? I needed to hear that because that's what I needed to hear.
You sound like a radio show host.
That's what it is. We're here. We have to.
So I was right. It's not a podcast.
It's not a podcast. It's radio host show host. What's your podcast called? Please tell the people.
I needed to hear that.
And she did.
And you know what? You do.
I like that. I like that. A lot of you might not have liked that. Personally, I like that.
Personally, I didn't love it, but it happened. So here we are.
Love it?
No. It just kind of, sometimes things just come out.
Okay. I mean, by all means, whatever you want to hear, whatever you don't want to hear. Caroline, I have known you for a certain amount of years. It doesn't matter the amount of years I've known her. Since the very first day I've known her, she has been beautiful. She has been smart. She has been resilient. She knows what she's doing. She is not stupid. She is not dumb. No matter what. No matter the times you look at her. I don't care. I don't care how long you look at Caroline. She does not look dumb. And I know a lot of people will argue out there how dumb she looks. And that's not what she is, but what you make her out to be.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Caroline, I'm done. Personally, I'm done. I'm done with these motherfuckers.
The way you're like making such hardcore
painting that picture of you. You know what I mean? So what I want to do now, while we're here, is really just really I'm done.
All right.
Can I hear something from you just real quick before we end this shit off?
Yeah, thanks for listening.
That's it?
Thanks for listening, besties.
No, you gotta do it towards the heart. If the camera's still going, to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably.
Well, you know what? Caroline is a lot better than all you fuckers. All right? And we're just gonna end it here.
Don't put my thing on that. Like, not TM. Like, that came from his mouth, not mine.
TM. Shout out to Mark Bruce for the beat.
Oh.
Heading it off right here.
I know his name too.
There we go. Take care, you guys. Thank you for joining in. I'll see you guys not next week because I don't know when I'll do it again.
It was so fun.